following program features adults using adult language. You have been warned.
They can't hide the truth forever.
It's public domain.
You can't handle the truth. All right, we are live. Welcome everybody to Total Tabletop. Don't ask us what we were just talking about before we switched over. You don't want to know. All right, this is...
Or do they?
Or maybe they do. Hit us up in the chat. Maybe we'll let you know. This is Horseman of the Apocalypse, and welcome, everyone. I am DM Steelex, your humble dungeon master for the evening. My name is Sean Steele. Come from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. We've been trucking along. We're on episode 70, I believe, tonight. So we're going to be... after tonight's game, I'll be putting together a new compilation for not highlights. We call it the recaps.
10-year recap, yeah.
Yeah, the 10 episode recaps that we do. So be staying tuned for that. But yeah, let's meet our cast and crew tonight. Who you playing? And tell us something that's going on in your life that you're willing to share. Something good.
I don't know if I want to show.
Something good. What's something good going on?
Something good. Okay, got it. Okay.
We're hunting the good stuff.
Something good.
Okay. Well, what's up, everyone? My name's Kyle, coming out of York, PA. You know me better as everyone's favorite halfling bard, Philly Shenanigan. Kind of on my shoulders last night. We didn't play last week because I wasn't feeling great. Plus, also my house is collapsing all around me. That's just such a long story. We're not going to get into that because Sean asked for something happy,
something positive. We're hunting the good stuff.
So, I don't know if anyone's ever played Boulder Dash before.
Yes,
I have.
Super fun game. I have not played. We just played it over the weekend and learned a lot of words that I didn't know were words. I thought you just made that up. And then I'm having a real hard time remembering the actual definitions because some of the other definitions were so good that they were better than the actual definitions for things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the only one I can remember that is specific is a doog, D-O-O-G. It is a bug that specifically sucks blood from camels. And that is something that you didn't know today. So that is my positive thing to the world.
The world is a little brighter now. Thank you, Kyle.
You're welcome. Doog. Let's try to work it into the game tonight. We'll see if I can.
Working Doog. All right. I don't have any camels planned, but we'll see if there's a way to
give it my best shot.
All right. Fair enough. Welcome back.
Hi, everybody. My name is AJ. I be playing Rin and Aran, and let's see. One good thing. I'm currently at my folks' house right now, which means I'm having the benefit of some terrific AC. So I am avoiding the 110 plus degree weather that would have killed me if I was back at my old desk, where it usually gets to like 85, 90. So I'm pretty comfy right now.
Awesome. That's a win. Welcome back, man. Glad to see you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dylan. I play Kurtz. And some good stuff in my life.
Apparently you haven't been hurt this week.
I actually have quite a few new burns and stuff.
God damn it.
He enjoys it. It's the good burn.
Didn't almost cut off my finger, though, so that's positive. We have a new show on the channel.
Oh, go for it. Yeah, plug it.
It's my baby. It's Whispers of the Eye. It's Dark Heresy. It's dark. It's gritty. There's spider crabs. There's witches. There's spaceships. It's nuts. There was no explosions last game, actually. A woman did get emoliated. So tune in for that on Mondays.
Awesome.
Nice.
Welcome back.
Everyone, my name is Connor. I am going to play Urger Dropper, the half-orc monster slayer ranger. Something good that happened this week.
Are we all literally finding trouble for anything good?
It's dark times. We need little beacons of light, guys.
Oh,
yeah.
So we can shine into this dark world.
I'm waiting on news, which is the annoying thing. But my little brother graduated from his transition program. He has special needs, and so now he is out of school and looking for work, and God bless him in this climate, but we're really proud of him for making it that far.
Awesome. See, I didn't say anything positive. Oh, the stream is back up and running. That's my big thing. Man, that was such a stressful thing. Ugh. Yeah, but it is back. We are back with a vengeance. So I'm really glad that is working again. And thank you guys all for showing up. And let's blast through some announcements. YouTube, all of our episodes, if you guys missed any, are over there. We do got some this week. Was the premiere of 2 shows that we've been working on. They've been playing session zeros. One of them was Whispers of the Eye on Mondays that Dylan talked about. Tomorrow night on Wednesdays we have Rise of Unity. So we've been playing session zeros. That's going to premiere tomorrow as well. So we got 2 shows that have been in the works that are finally kicking off full bore. So you guys not going to miss that. We play Horseman of the Apocalypse on Tuesdays, Sundays. AJ over here is the DM for that. All the games are at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. We moved the world building to Friday nights. We're getting Nicole back as a developer. She's the one who colorized all the minis for some of the games on the thing. So she's going to be coming back. There's no stream this Friday because I'm meeting with her, and we're going to start kicking off. She's bringing a lot of fresh new ideas for that game. I'm really excited about it. It's a lot of fun. Join the Discord. All the news announcements. We talked about the game stuff that's in there. Anything else you guys can think of? Merch. Updated the merch store. We got merch for all of the games, for even the new ones. Rise of Unity, Whispers of the Eye, Ages Past, HotA. It's all in there. So if you guys want to get, there's t-shirts, hoodies. We got tank tops now, coffee mugs, lots of cool stuff. So if you guys want to support channel, it's a really good way of doing that.
I gotta say,
Go ahead.
looking at the emotes in the chat, when you go API, HotA, Row, like those logos look pretty fucking cool, guys. Like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Look at that lineup. It's pretty cool. It looks pretty badass. I like it.
And how can somebody unlock those emotes, Kyle, that you brought them up?
I believe they have to subscribe,
Yep.
right?
Tier 1 subscriber. Yep.
It's such a simple button to click. You just click. It's right there. You just click it, and then you get all these cool. I'm gonna do it again. Look at Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Another Wednesday. Shit. There it is.
Number
Look at that. It looks good.
Awesome.
I'm so proud of us.
All right, well, we had a week off, so let's... Diana Killing 5. Oh.
Nice.
Dylan subscribed for 20 months. Dan.
Oh, no.
Thanks, my man. Okay, so let's get a good recap in case anybody forgot. I might have forgotten a couple things. You guys might have as well. What happened last week on episode 69?
So, last week on episode 69, we had just left another dungeon that was in a cave. But we were going back for the first time this entire year to the capital city of Candoria, which was kind of our home base for all the other years. We arrived one at a time, only to find that apparently there was something afoot in the capital. There were a number of the temple guards asking for identification of everyone who passed through, as apparently there had been an assassination attempt on the High Priestess Tavaria. There was some surprise when a giant mammoth came through the teleportation circle, but luckily we were able to make it so no one was hurt, and with our reputation already being somewhat established, we were able to go in and find out what was going on, which we did from our old friend Caldivar, who is a temple guard himself and kind of a mole, giving us inside information that normally would not be available to those outside of the order. He told us that he had been put in charge of the investigation to figure out who done it, as apparently there was some form of smoke, magical mist that completely obscured whoever it was who made the attack on Tavaria, and everyone was trying to figure out who was the culprit. So we got together eventually after Finley and Urgra played a small, harmless, good-natured prank on the rest of the party, involving a possible double homicide of the party.
Some ketchup was involved, yeah.
Yeah. But eventually, Urgra and Kurtz were given a lead with Caldivar upon investigating, finding, I believe, a badge, a pin, a ring. It was a ring. A ring that belonged to an actors guild of the Fresta Theater. Kurtz, using his influence in a impeccable persuasion roll, got a large amount of soldiers as well as Caldivar to back us up and essentially break down the door of this theater
Mhm.
and do our own little version of investigating. And things are going pretty well for us. Apparently, we've been very careful to see no one escaped. We have the place surrounded. Everyone, well, not everyone. Most people are accounted for. Where did I write down my shit? I know I wrote down names. Okay, anyway. But the owner, one Cedric Fresta, is very flustered, and we know that we have a pair of initials on the ring,
Mhm.
which is not in my notes. It's weird.
RH.
RH. Yeah, I must have taken notes outside of my book, which is weird. So we have 4 names of actors who fit the description. However, only 2 of them are currently accounted
There's
for.
3. 3 actors.
3 of them?
3. And 2 of them are here, yeah.
Yes, okay, sorry. So what Sean said, 3 actors, 2 of them are accounted for, and we are about to start the first interview.
The Fresta Theater. We left off with Rin and Finley inside of the guild hall. So we're going to start with them. Most of the action is back in the theater, but we're going to start with the other 2 before we transition back to the theater. All right, so Rin and Finley, you guys, when we left off, we're discussing some things and going over some stuff. I think it's about 6 o'clock in the morning now at this point. So the large table that Rin is sitting at, he was preparing stuff in his books, and Finley kept bugging him, and eventually was able to prod out a good conversation. And so that's where we're going to pick it up, inside the guild hall with the 2 of you.
I just remembered. I passed out drunk in front of my door, and I think Erder and Rin put me in my room.
No.
Yeah, I mean, somebody did.
I think you found your room in your own, but I didn't help you.
Didn't they put you in the wrong room on purpose?
No, I think Finley went to the wrong room, but I never touched
in the
Finley.
wrong room, and Erder put me somewhere.
It was 2 weeks ago. I don't remember.
Erger, did you? Did you?
I think I put him in the one I thought was his, but then again, we hadn't ever officially decided who was who.
Yep. No. Yeah, I'm passed out.
Yeah, we were both drunk at that point.
Okay. Oh yeah, because after the trick that you guys tried playing, you guys found some of Kurtz's old stash of, I think it was wine, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were drinking up some wine.
Finley got some liquid courage to have this conversation with Red, and then continued getting courageously drunk, and then passed out.
So I know Rin had he had to spend, I think, at least another hour minimum to copy the spell that he was working on. So technically he would be working on that for at least a full hour. So I don't know, like, what time exactly is it right now? Since I started and since Finley left me.
Between 5 and 6, yeah.
So it has been an hour since I got the spell?
Yeah, we can say it's been an hour, yeah.
Okay.
By the time they went over there and did their stuff and went over there and did their stuff, that had to have been at least an hour from walking and everything else.
Sure.
Okay. All right, yeah, but we haven't done any resting. Okay, just all right, good. All right, so I mean, Rin will look for Finley. I think he thinks Finley's supposed to be in the other room. He doesn't probably realize, I guess, if Finley got to the bed or not. So you might have to try looking for. Well, maybe it's easier when he's snoring, but
yeah. If he's snoring, you're definitely gonna hear him. He's to the room to the north of you.
Yeah. All right. Easy enough for me. I'll just kind of walk in and debate whether or not I should disturb him or not.
You'll see the little halfling just kind of sprawled out, maybe like one leg hanging off the bed, kind of slid the blanket off. Still fully clothed. You see a little pool of drool kind of up underneath him.
All right.
And Urgra and Kurt said they said they were going to be back, right? They were just, or did they tell us the plan? I don't think they did.
We didn't really know the plan. We were going to investigate the crime. That's all we had.
Yeah, we were just gonna go hang out.
Okay. Yep. So I have no idea.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, I can't really get a benefit from a long rest. We're not going to rest 8 hours, are we? We weren't going to sleep, right? We're just like carrying on, are we?
No, because our sleep schedule is so effed up.
Yeah,
I don't
we're
think
gonna have to like
we can't
miss.
benefit from it. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna miss it. All right. So then I'll just probably.
I think you guys are all topped off anyway. Aren't
Nope.
you? Oh, for spell slots, no. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm not sure if we should. Well, okay. So is there a light at least coming from the outside?
The sun would start, yeah, about 6:30ish is when sunrise is. So, there may be a little bit of crest of light outside, but inside the
Okay.
guild hall with the massive fireplace and all the candles and stuff that are on the main table, it's gonna be lit in here. I think I mean, Rin, you're a smart guy. You're always tracking everything. I think you would know it's about time for the sunrise, and with the festival that goes on in Candoria proper during this week, there are a lot of people who start getting up right with dawn. Or wait,
Alright.
sunrise is dawn, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
I was second guessing myself. I feel like an idiot. Yeah, so dawn. Yes, a lot of people rise with the sun.
Yeah. Daybreak. Yeah. Dawn.
Yeah, there we go.
So I'll just kind of nudge Finley and go, Finley, are you all right? You're not in the right room. What happened
What?
here?
I'm not in the right room. What are you talking? Kind of like
No, whose room actually is he in? Is he in my room? Is he in Kurtz's room?
What color is the sheets? I think that's Kurtz's. Was going to be Kurtz's room.
Is it? Because I know Kurt's got the master bedroom.
Oh,
if we were
That
like
is
a
the
three
room
little
which
pig,
we do not
Kurtz's-
speak.
Kurtz's bed is made of
that's Kurtz's wife's room.
yeah. Well, by all fair came the same.
Is Kurtz's bed is made of blades. Am I laying on knives right now? This
don't
bed
think
was made of sticks. This bed
It's
was made
just
of
like
knives.
rusty nails, and then underneath it are lemon trees that are growing out of
Yeah.
the bare dirt, so
Eh,
that you get the lemon
Alright.
juice and the nails at a very efficient.
So
but
as
at least, yeah.
go ahead. Yeah. So as Rin kind of comes in and starts to kind of wake you up, Finley, you'll sit up and there's that satin border on the edge of the blankets. No expense was spared for this guild hall, and you woke up and you kind of were rubbing the satin border just kind of in your fingers, and it's just so soothing and so soft, and you're just kind of in this moment, and it takes you just a second to realize what Rin's doing. You're still a little hungover, but
I mean, it's only been probably an hour.
but that little power nap definitely helped you out.
yeah, man.
So
Power hour nap, dude. I dig it. Yeah. Are we drinking more? Is that it's time to go back to drinking? Is that what we're doing? Like,
well, no. Are we supposed to be drinking more?
I mean,
thought-
we don't really have anything planned for the day. I took a little power hour nap. I feel rejuvenated. Yeah. I mean, we could certainly just
Okay. I
We can rally.
sure. I mean, they say that's a helpful way to relieve your hangovers, right? To top it up a little bit, right? Like,
Yeah, you
feel
just
free
keep
to-
drinking. Yeah.
Right.
If you never stop drinking, you can't get hungover. That's just science, man. That's just
All right. Rin's just gonna peek out here, cast a mage hand to pick a bottle, and then eventually grab it, send it out to get 2 goblets, bring it back, and just walk back into the room with them. Pour one of them for Finley.
yeah.
Yep. So, Urgra told me that I was not necessarily open about what you were trying to get at earlier. So I'm trying to understand exactly what your request was. You can be blunt. I won't take offense for whatever your reasoning.
I feel like I should roll something to see if I remember what I said.
Go for it.
I got pretty wasted too, didn't I? God damn
We
it, dude.
both got shwasty, yeah. We kept drinking until we failed our con saves.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna play along with that. Yeah. I just, something that was really just, burning a hole in the side of my temple there. I just had to get it out, I guess. But perhaps we could pick that conversation up some other time. And where is everyone? What time is it? What? This isn't even my. I look around. I know. This isn't even my room. What? Oof.
No, this is whose room is it?
Just pick one. Whatever.
It's Kurtz's.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
tell
go
you
with
this. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this, Sean. If it's my room, Rin's going to take it the wrong way. If it's not Rin's room, it's probably going to be okay.
All right. In that case, it is your room.
Well,
I was about to say, can I use my inspiration point to make it Rin's room?
No, it is. This was the one that you had claimed for. Actually, now that I say that, I think you did say you wanted the one with blue sheets.
That's what I thought.
That was Finley's request. I didn't.
Oh, okay. Then it was. Yeah, this was the one you're planning on. And as you mage hand, you grab the bottle. There's probably about half of it left, and you bring over the goblets. And you kind of bring it out. You notice the pool of drool that Finley kind of was just open mouth breathing while taking that hour power nap, and it's kind of like moist in the center of your bed, Rin.
Oh, great. Yes, moist. We all love moist things.
good word usage.
Yes. So I'll definitely hand him the glass, and then I will. Don't want to sit on that. Okay, I'm going to prestidigitation the slob away, and then sit down on the sheets.
Oh, I can get that, and I'll just prestidigitation, but when I do it, I will slap my hand like outward, so the goo just flaps against the wall.
Oh, that. All
Oh,
right. I guess.
shit. No, that's not right. Hold on.
Your saliva is goo?
I got it. I slap it. That's like do this to the wall. Then slobber goes down the wall. There we go. There. That's what you were going
Right.
for, right?
Just so I didn't have to sit and yes, and I sit down next to Finley, and I kind of do this little moment looking around before I look down at him again. All right, I think I'm putting the pieces together, right? You said you wanted to get to know me better. You're in my room. You were waiting for me for over an hour. Clearly, you passed out. I didn't realize you wanted me to come again so soon. Is this really what you're wanting?
I kind of like look around the room. I'm really confused right now what you're trying to get at here, Rin.
Oh, I'm confused.
Well, if you're confused, then I'm obviously confused.
Did you not hint that you wanted to be a little more personal? You wanted to know me on another level?
All right. I'm going to see if I remember my conversation. Yeah, I mean, I might have said some things last night, but I mean, I don't really remember much of it. I remember you were saying something about like you had siblings or you didn't have siblings or you lived for a long time. It's all really kind of a swirl right now. I need to clear the cobwebs out a bit.
Well, you criticized me saying that you all opened up to me extremely, especially you. It seemed it related to you more so. It was a level of trust that extended into a more intimate level of a relationship between one another. I checked with Ergra to make sure that I was interpreting it correctly, because we had a discussion about romantic and romance.
I do recall Ergra being there, but was she awake? Was she passed out? I can't remember.
No, she was there. She spoke to me for a brief bit when you departed.
Wait, and what did she say?
She mentioned that she said I should get to know you better to see, perhaps, maybe I think it was one of those moments where we could only make a guessing game until maybe we just asked you out front, and then I think I'm correct in my assumptions. She said it wasn't the case, but you here in my room, laying there provocatively on the bed sheets, it just seems to lead to conclusions. I think. Am I correct?
So as Finley's sitting here and now clearing out some cobwebs and putting 1 + 2 = 8 in his mind, kind of looks around.
As Rin is just swirling the...
Yeah, right.
thing.
There's
Getting
no
the-
light bulbs in this world, but I guess it would be like a torchlight, I guess, or a candle. Maybe a candle.
Dancing light?
There you go.
Little fairy fire.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well.
Some guild bard walks by playing song. Wow, 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 wow.
Okay. So,
I'm just kidding.
So Rin. No. Okay. So here's the thing. Yeah, I would love for you to open up more about yourself and your feelings, with me and the group. And I don't recall coming into your room here, but here I am, and that happened. So where is everyone else?
I think Ergro went with Kurtz to scout something. No, I think they were going to report to Caldivar what we had learned, because you found out that ring insignia looked like the Theaters Guild, and they were going to tell him about it, and we would just sit tight when they'd come back. It was just going to be a quick report, and then they would bring it back to our attention for us to make a plan. I remember that.
Right. Yeah,
Quick
right. As he's
adventure,
talking,
20
I'm
minutes in and out.
As Rin's talking, I'm like slowly doing one of those. Right. Yeah, I'm just slowly making my way towards the door. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Right. Got it. Yep. Caldivar. Right. Okay. Well, we should probably go and find them. Right.
The temple? I mean, I suppose. It's of course. If you, sorry, I thought that you were wanting to spend time together. My mistake. I'm clearly not reading it correctly.
Well, I mean, like seeing. Okay. I mean, Rin, it's not like I don't want you to open up. I just don't want you to get the wrong expectations here. We're all a team. We're like family almost. And I just feel like maybe you're picking up the wrong.
Are you? So it's the difference between what is that? What's that common term? Is it platonic? Was that the term? Is that what you're referring to?
You honestly are the smartest man of our group here, so sure, I'm gonna go that's probably the word you're looking for. Kurt, you're not.
Kurtz's ears are burning at this moment.
Yeah, I mean, I just I just want to get to know, because I feel like I probably said something along the lines of like, we're trying to save the world, so we should at least know the person that's standing next to us on the field of battle, right, or something. I probably said something like that.
No, I understand. Yeah, all right. It's a level of intimacy that does go deeply, but you wish to avoid it in the sexual manner. Now I understand.
Right. Woo,
all right.
Yep, there it is. Okay. Yep,
makes more sense now. Okay.
In writing, in the universe. Okay, yeah.
All right. So you have to
not that you're not
devastated.
Listen, not that you're not handsomely attractive here. I'm not saying that at all. I've seen. Anyway, but here's my thing. I just view us as a team. I view us as more like family. I just don't feel like I know my family members as much as I know Ergra and Kurtz that I do you. That's all.
Right, yes. Yeah, you wish to form a deep connection with me, but not in a manner for a bond, in a sense for a companion, but in a bond more for of a kinsman? You said family, I suppose.
Yeah, like a brotherhood, right. But sure, I mean, that could... A hood? No, you have to call.
All right. Well, that's perfectly fine. But sorry, Finley. I mean, you have a reputation. You're very sexually driven. You are currently drunk, splayed out in my room on the bed, and you mentioned wanting to know me more intimately.
That's a lot of flags pointing one certain direction to follow to the finish line there. Yeah.
And you also mentioned about you having two fathers, so I assume that perhaps that was something that you were exposed to, and you were probably more open to these things, and I was not aware of your circumstance.
Oh yeah, sure. Hey man, whichever way people steer their ship is fine with me. I just I have certain shores that I go to, and I honestly I didn't think of you that way, Rin. I think of you more as my wizard companion. No,
that's fine. You don't have to explain yourself. We've established.
Well, I feel like I do. I feel really bad now. I feel like something said like you thought we were going this way, and I zigged when you thought I was zagging there.
No, you're fine, Finley. You're fine. I just felt like I let you down, and I was trying to make amends for my mistake. But clearly, I was not
Rin's a giver.
I want to learn more about Urgra too. And I don't see her in that way either. She's part of the team. She's the Warriors family oath or oath family, something like that, right?
Right. Okay, well, that's fine then. Don't worry about it. We can put it aside. Let's just remember you are looking for platonic intimacy.
Yep. And I'm still slinking my way towards the door, kind of in the door.
Did you want to take our wine with us when we go to the temple, or should we finish it now?
Well, I mean, if they already went there, I mean, I'm sure they're fine. They could take care of their own business. Is there anything else we had to do in Candoria? Should we check on the frog or?
Well, I suppose we could stop by on our way there.
Alive?
It might be open, I guess.
Or maybe we could see if Lou's alive, or if he's still dead, or something.
Oh, so I mean, yeah, I think that's on the way to the temple from where we are. So it'd be very easy to stop by.
On the way, though, right? I mean,
right. Yes. Yeah. No. Sure. We can take a little side trip. Did you need to take a piss or anything like that? You did drink quite a bit, and you're a very small man. I really hope you didn't.
I will look.
Those were my sheets, and I really hope you didn't.
If I piss myself.
No, I think you wouldn't have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not at that level. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Did you need to go out back, or do you?
No, I'm good. I've had a nap. I feel rejuvenated.
Okay. All right. Well, if you ever need to take a side step to the alley, just let me know.
Okay.
You did drink quite a lot, Finley, and I can't imagine your body can contain that much.
Good talk. That's went exactly how I hoped when I had it the other time.
Are you instantly regretting?
Okay, here we go. All right, so we will make our. You want to go to RDI first? You want to go to?
I did send a runner.
I
could have sworn.
Oh yeah.
Or Orion or something. I thought.
No. After he had anything, he had like 13 guards, and he sent like one back, and it was like, oh, you have one guard for each actor now because one's going.
Hey.
Oh, that's right.
And then you sent a follow-up guard to make sure guard number 1 didn't fuck up.
Yep.
But like waiting at the door, so when guard number 1 came back, he could relay.
Yep. Covered my bases there.
All right.
I mean, it's up to Sean if we get intercepted or if we go out the door to the RTI / frog.
Alfred's.
Alfred's. That's it.
You want to stop me shop? It's Al.
Okay. I'm trying to think of the timeline.
Come on in. Ding.
How soon into the raid did you send the runner?
As soon as it was contained.
We got when we got a head count, so easily within 10 minutes.
So once it was secure, I went and sent a runner.
Okay. All right, so let's do not there yet, but I'll have him intercept you guys in just a little bit.
All right.
Okay.
Now, Cindy, come on. Yep.
So which were you guys wanting to go to Alfred's or to RDI? You mentioned both.
Actually, you know what, Finley? I can make it a little better now that I have the spell completely memorized. Do you want to ride a horse?
What? Do we have horses here?
Well, it doesn't have to be a horse, I suppose. Does it? No, I don't think it does. It can be anything I want as long as it's quadruped.
I mean,
you decide the creature's appearance. Okay.
Brittany's still probably fucking eating that thing.
Sean, are there any creatures that the elves use for mounts that aren't horses, or any exotic creatures like that?
A giant bird, like an ostrich.
I was gonna say we're doing chocobo.
I think horses would be the default, but they would be. I'd be open to something fey. What do you got any requests?
I mean, let's see, fey.
Chicken nymph.
I mean, I don't think there's anything big enough that's a fey that you can ride.
I like a stag.
Yeah, it's something a stag or a moose.
You
or
know
something.
what? Just for the funsies of it, we'll make it king.
Oh,
we'll make it a phantom version of king.
Amazing! Yeah, it's been a while since we looked at him.
Choice.
Yeah. So
Amazing.
I will take the time to cast Phantom Steed.
Okay.
Sick.
Outside, and it will be a large phantom-like creature looking like, of course, the brilliantly horned creature of king from our first year, with at least a saddle wide enough for me and for Finley to get on.
Dope.
That was all in year 20, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was a
Yeah.
couple years ago. That's a callback. Nice. Okay.
Dig
All
it.
right. So as you cast the spell Phantom Steed, Finley, you're going to see this majestic replication of King, kind of just majestically just standing there, kind of like this power pose as it looks over, ready to be mounted.
Wait, hold on. So did you summon King from the other dimensional timeline of existence? Like, what did you just do?
No, actually, I honestly think this is an illusion spell. For some reason, Roll20 is saying that it's abjuration. I think that's wrong.
No.
Yeah.
No. Conjuration is my first guess.
No, I think it's an illusion.
Was it Summon Seed?
It's illusion. Yeah, it is illusion. Yeah. Otherwise, I would have had
Huh.
reduced, casting cost time because I'm a conjurer expert.
Sure.
Yeah. So it's no, Finley. It's just a minor copy of the memory that I retained. So it's imitation.
Well,
A
that's
symbol.
freaking awesome. How did you do? Is that like a new thing? I mean, obviously it's a new thing, but where did you get to find that in a library, or where did you find that?
Oh, this is one of the spells that I got from Gur. You remember Gur?
I do. I was
Yes,
going to
this
kill him.
this is one of his.
I mean, what? Yes, fine steed. Yeah.
Yes, remember
Great.
he talked about it? He wanted to cast it in the tunnels, but Kurtz didn't like the idea. But this is what it would have been. Well, whatever he imagined, but I like this one.
Yeah, no, I really like that fellow. I mean, really weird situation we were put in with him, but yeah, he was all right.
What? Weird
real
situation.
I'm gonna run over and just see if Brittany's okay. She all right in there?
Yeah, she looks good.
Run back out. All
Okay.
right,
Yeah.
we're good. How do you get on this fucking huge ass deer?
I conjure a tiny step stool that's 3
There
feet
we
tall.
go. My man.
Hey.
All right.
All right. So as you mount up on
taking
the
care of all
Phantom
over the place,
Steed
stairs.
of King
Deer.
and make your guys' way out of the main entrance for the guild hall, as you're going through the side streets of Candoria proper. Now that it's light outside, you can notice that you didn't notice this when you're coming in, but there's all these triangle banners kind of drooping from all the buildings. There's going to be some of these flower arrangement wreaths that are kind of hung up on some buildings. You'll see some of the older ladies kind of setting up their stands outside as you guys are making through. You'll pass kind of this water tower that you guys have seen many times, and eventually you said RDI?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's probably on the way first. Whatever we hit first on our way.
And while you're looking, Sean, you know what we should do one of these years we're in? One of these years, we should just take the whole week and just hang out in Candoria proper here and just enjoy the week. These guys party all week long, right? We're out there doing all kinds of crazy shit. We should just enjoy a week, like really take in, because we've seen a couple things here, but we haven't seen all of it yet. We kind of just keep walking by it, and every year there's something new. We should enjoy ourselves for a week, really celebrate or something.
Sure. I mean, if you want me to go faster, we can detour around. The Phantom King can go 100 feet every 6 seconds. It's fast. It's very fast.
That is really fast.
Yeah, and that's not even dashing.
Well, I mean, maybe, perhaps later in the day or something. I mean, I don't want to dilly-dally too much from, Kurtz and Urgra. I'm sure they're fine. They're not getting any shenanigans without me. I mean, that's my thing, so they should be fine. But, yeah, let's just RDI it up. See if Lou's alive. Maybe check in on the frog, just to tell Kurtz.
All right. I'm sure Kurtz and Urga will both appreciate that if we can get this sorted while they're dealing with.
Yeah,
Caldebar.
we are the two that do take care of the most for the group. They're we are the take carers. Nope, that's not it. The get doners. Nope.
The doers?
The reliable ones?
We get shit done, right? Okay, let's go.
Little you guys know they're actually doing a full-on raid while you guys were shit talking them. Like, they don't do anything. As you're just riding a Phantom Steed through town, heading to the bar. We're the only ones that do anything. Amazing.
We get shit done.
All right, so as you guys pull up to the front of the RDA, you're gonna notice that the front door, it has a kind of a tinted glass window that you can't ever see in, but part of it's gonna be broken, and you can see that the shards of glass are kind of been pushed to the side of the stairs. The shrubbery outside hasn't been trimmed. It's usually very nice out there. It's all overgrown, and the bushes are kind of all snaggled up, and the doorknob for RDI normally is straight, but it's kind of like bent and crooked to the side as you guys approach the front door. It looks
Can I tell if this looks recent or old?
it looks not like super recent. It looks like it maybe happened a while ago though, like maybe a month or so ago.
Okay. All right. Do I see anyone inside with broken glass? Because at least I think I hope I'm tall enough to see through.
That little tiny broken part would kind of the front door kind of leads to the front counter. You would see some broken chairs that are leaned up against the ground, and then a puddle on the floor, and then a broken what do we call it? A broken stein up on the bar.
All right. Well, that's. I don't recall us leaving it this way from before. Do you think we should go in and investigate more, or?
I guess. I'll do the polite version of knocking, then opening it. Hello.
Yep. Go with that.
So
yep.
the doors swing inwards, and as you kind of knock on it, Rin, the door will just kind of open from the force. It wasn't completely latched; it just was like mostly closed, but the mechanism hadn't engaged. So as you kind of knock on it, it'll kind of swing open, and you can hear some swooshing, like a splat noise and some swooshing.
Like a mop.
Yes, exactly.
Hello.
All right. And as you kind of take a step forward, you can see Lou. His back is going to be turned, and you can see him slinging a mop around. There's puddles, like spills all over the place. And as you look around, there's a table turned in the background. Some of the hand railing of the stairs that go upstairs to the room is all broken. There's a section over the bar where part of the ceiling, the wooden parts looks like they've been just ripped off, and they're kind of just on the ground with these snaggle nails sticking up. You see a broken wine bottle on the ground, and Lou's over there mopping. If you need something, just grab it from the bar. And he's just kind of.
Oh, so that is Lou at least.
It is.
Lou!
And
holy shit!
You'll see him kind of like lean over, still not looking. He'll kind of lean over towards the mop bucket, and he'll just like grunt, just completely exhausted sounding as he's just wringing out this nasty mop. It just looks all full of bacteria and shit, and he's just hand wringing it out into the bucket as he just puts it back on the ground, continue to clean up the next mess.
Philly will run in and be, Lou, holy shit, you're here.
And he'll very reluctantly, he'll turn around and, oh my god, I'm grabbing the wrong thing. Ooh, there we go. He'll kind of turn around. Oh, boys, I haven't seen you in a long time. Please forgive the mess it's been. And he'll kind of lean back, and you hear, even all the way at the door, you hear just loud cracking of his back. And he'll kind of just toss the mop onto the ground. You hear it just kind of ting onto the ground. He'll actually pull up a chair, and he'll sit down, and he'll kind of just bury his face into his hands. And you just hear just a sigh, just a completely depressed sigh. And as you look over his body, it looks like this guy hasn't been showering. He's got grease stains all over his apron. This whole place just looks like a fucking wreck.
Well, I'm glad to see you're alive. We thought you might have been killed.
Killed? What are you talking about? I'm fine.
Well, there was blood, wasn't there? In there, lots of blood.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing, Lou. It's been a while since we've been in here, and truth be told, our most recent memory of being in your fine establishment here was 1, it didn't look like this. 2, we thought you were dead, because 3, there was a toilet in the back that tried to eat people. So, don't know if that's ringing any bells.
And as you say toilet, you'll see his fingers that are in front of his face will kind of part in the center, and both of his eyes will look up. Larry?
Larry. Who's Larry?
Yeah, that question.
Larry, my janitor.
I don't think I've ever met Larry.
And
Have you met Larry?
as you guys are kind of walking forward, Finley, you'll notice above the bar, you'll see this really shoddy mop, and it looks like it's been like really shittily painted with like gold, and there's a little placard that says Larry.
Larry, yeah. Oh man. Okay, yeah. It's coming back to me now. Larry, he was a good man. Larry, right?
And as you keep saying Larry, he's just gonna start just old nasty man sobbing, just Larry.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay, there. I'll tell you what. Why don't you take a break? You look like you could use 5 minutes. Rin, maybe you want to conversate with our good friend Lou here and see what may have happened here, and I'll start straightening it up. I'll grab like an apron from behind the bar and just tie it off, and
Sure.
grab like a handkerchief, and I'll
You'll
pull it.
just see like some like dark berry pie stains with some crumbs. It's all just streaked across the apron. Even the aprons aren't even clean.
I will presentation that shit off and just wipe it on the floor.
All right.
And I'll tie like a bandana on, really, Susie Homemaker this thing, and I'll just start going around and just, presentation my way around the room here. I got this thing.
I think
That's pretty much all I really got.
All
Rin's
right.
just gonna be very awkwardly doing there. Yeah. Why?
Do you do it with your mage hand?
Sure. Yeah, mage hand. Yeah. there.
And as you come over to comfort him, he'll kind of like lean up into your body, just like half his body weight, just kind of thrust into your chest as you stand up next to him. And
I'm probably stumbling. Oh.
yeah. About a year ago, some ruffians came in and they attacked the place and they killed Larry.
I didn't know you had a janitor named Larry. I'm sorry to hear that.
He was a
did
mimic, a toilet mimic that worked for me.
Oh.
As you can
Sorry,
tell,
I was just very confused with the mop. It didn't correlate.
as you can tell, this place has not been the same since Larry was murdered.
How crucial was Larry to the success of the inn?
Every night he would clean this place for me, and since he's been gone, Larry, I had to clean this place on my own, and I just can't keep up with all the work, and the bar wenches have all quit, and I've had to do everything myself since Larry.
Just as a sneak peek as this is going on, Finley is going to start cleaning around here, and I will try to like sneak drinks as we're going. It's like,
Oh yeah, I mean,
Larry.
whether he notices or not,
Larry.
he doesn't care. You can tell
Yeah.
just his give a fuck has been.
Yep.
That ship has set sail.
More drinking than cleaning, but
Sure.
Continue.
Oh well, that's a shame. I'm honestly quite surprised you didn't just hire some more help. Why didn't you find a replacement?
Ren, the reputation of this place has gone downhill. I can't get anybody to work here with me.
Finley, do you know anyone who might be attracted to helping Lou out here a little bit? Any friends of yours, bars that might be very.
Wow. Yeah, I'll like quick put a bottle down.
As you're pretending to be cleaning again.
I'll wipe down the table that I'm at.
Sure.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, off the top of my head, I can't really think of anyone, but I mean, we could look around. We're gonna be in town for a day or two, so maybe we could try to find some help. Sure.
The worst part is they never found who killed him.
So tragic.
I don't know how exactly the
We
guards
should,
cared.
we should probably drink one for Larry as well. Well, I already have a bottle in my hand.
I didn't think the guards would care about the mimic necessarily.
He was A friend of mine. I knew him for so many years.
How many years? We're talking 8 years? 7 years?
Decades. Him and
Oh,
I go
right.
way back. And when I started this place up, he said he would help me at night. He doesn't like to be around people. So at night after everyone left, he would go through, and that's why this place always looks so good, but it hasn't been the same.
Ah. All right. Have you... Did Larry ever have a bunch of little tiny black marbles anywhere?
Black marbles? No. He's a janitor.
Uh-huh. Well, no, it's just I know that mimics can reproduce and create more mimics if you put 10 of those little beads together. It's like their version of procreation. If Larry had maybe perhaps been a...
You know, he never mentioned it. And he'll kind of do that, like, that shudder inhale after a cry. Yeah,
I'm just saying, because Larry could have been a Laura.
And he'll kind of signal at you, Finley, to kind of bring the drink over as he, from his apron, he pulls out this tiny little shot glass. It's got like a little chip across the top. I mean, it probably could cut your lip, you know, if you didn't drink carefully. Finley, bring me one. This last year's been hard.
Oh yeah, I was just grabbing one there. So I polish off one, and I will bring a different bottle over.
All right, and he'll kind of pick it up, and he'll just kind of shoot it into his mouth, kind of like toss it, so like the broken glass edge doesn't actually touch his lip. He'll just kind of pound it back, and you boys are always been known to be resourceful. Maybe you can look into who murdered Larry.
Sure.
How's that going to solve your current problem?
And you'll just
peace of mind,
see
maybe,
this
you know?
look on his face as he looks towards you, Rin. Have you ever had anybody that you loved, Rin, ripped from your hands?
Yes.
He was my best friend, Rin. If I ever find out who did this, it'll be hell to pay.
Uh-huh.
I'll just kind of put my hand on Rin's shoulder. Yeah, absolutely. We will look into this to the best of our abilities, Lou. You know, you've always treated us right, the Warrior's Oath, you know, and we will see what we can do. All right.
Well, in the meantime, at least, how about I just get a servant here to start cleaning this up?
Oh, Rin, that would be excellent. As he kind of leans back in the chair on kind of like the back two legs, as he kind of taps the top of the glass with two fingers, hinting for Finley to pour him another.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm going to move off to the side and start muttering very quietly in Elvish, lazy git. And go after the side.
I will mutter under our breath. I mean, you could have just asked, and you don't have to tap it. It's fucking rude, but that's under my breath.
In
It's not
halfling.
out loud.
Okay, after you pour him another one, he'll kind of toss it back and, thanks, boys.
All right, slow down, Lou.
Can always
All right.
count on you. And he'll kind of stand up and he'll kind of stagger a little bit, and he'll start to make his way upstairs, and looks like he's maybe gonna go crash.
Okay.
I am no longer charmed by alcoholic Uncle Lou.
Yeah,
I
I'm just
wasn't
gonna
alcoholic before.
I'm going to start ritually casting an unseen servant. Something.
Just have it start cleaning up in here. While you do, you know, Rin, what we should do? Why don't we close it down for the day? You know, I think Lou's just. If you have a servant, you haven't. Well, maybe we'll put a sign. I'll work on that while you do your casting. I'll make a little sign here. You know, close for the day.
Uh-huh.
On the door. You know. Come back here with the other half of the crew after we meet with them, and we'll figure something out here. But
Right. Well, okay. Do you think you can get past it without necessarily needing to know who the killers are? Or does he really need to know?
we're certainly gonna try our best to find. I'll just kind of yell it out a little bit. We're gonna try. You know, see what we can find out for our friend Lou. I look at Red like we'll certainly try to find it out. Okay. We'll talk about it more after we leave this fine establishment.
I'm looking at you while I'm still muttering like verbal components to the spells. I'm just looking at you going like,
All right. So Papa Sir, let's get out of here.
yeah. Outcomes of servant.
All right, so the servant can start cleaning up, and as you guys are, you flip the sign to close and kind of try to close the door. It doesn't really lock on the way out, but you can close it. You'll see the guard running past, and he kind of hails both of you down, tells you that he was sent by Kurtz, and there's some things going down at the Fresta Theater, and he is requesting the both of you as soon as possible.
Oh, um, sure, right. Well, that's fine. The theater? Why the theater? Well, isn't he at the temple?
He'll pretty much just sum it up to you should get there as fast as you can. There is a raid happening.
Oh,
They're raiding without us, Rin. What?
they are. All right, we'll have to talk with them about that, I suppose.
We haven't had a good raid in a while, I was just thinking about that the other day. When's the last time we kicked in some doors and had a good old-fashioned raid? Thank you, sir, as I nod to the soldier. Come on, let's go. I need those stairs. Oh, boy. Need the stairs again.
Then we'll come to the stairs, and then all right. I mean, I guess, can you hold on tight, Finley?
Sure.
All right. Full speed. 200
All right.
feet every, 6 seconds.
So the Phantom Steed King will just start to dash really fast towards the Fresta Theater, and we will pan back to Kurtz and Ergra inside.
Right.
I believe that...
Perfect timing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll be down.
Yeah, go ahead. All right, so Kurtz, you went backstage. All of the temple guards had been assigned to one guard per actor. Caldivar was out in the main foyer, or not foyer, it would be more the downstage portion, and he had Cedric. You guys were told from Cedric that there were 3 actors with RH, and you were trying to find them. There was 2 that were here with those initials. Ergra had made her way around the northeastern corner of backstage, and there was a guard that was holding a half-breed that's in there. Same color skin as Ergra, but this one has pointy ears, and the hair is it's very, very dark, and it's kind of pulled back and held behind his very elongated ears. It almost looks like cornrows, but towards the end they're kind of all frayed out, but it's very neatly done. And he has his shirt off, and you can see some stage paint kind of smeared across from one shoulder kind of down across the pecs. He looks very fit, and the temple guard is kind of standing in the doorway, and when he sees you come around Ergra, he'll kind of take a step back but still be guarding the hallway.
Ergra will at first just look in. Are you Rog the Hunter?
Yes, I am. I see my reputation precedes me.
Yeah, sure. I am looking for Richard Hollow. Apparently he didn't show up to work today.
And as you say Richard Hollow, he'll throw up his hand in just this very dramatic gesture of disgust. Oh, Richard. He is my rival. You shouldn't speak of him. Not in front of me.
Well, maybe you could do the speaking instead and tell me about where he might be.
No one has seen him for the last several days. Cedric has been forcing us to practice 13, 14 hours a day for our upcoming play, and that idiot has one of the leading roles, and we're all having to work around him not being here to practice. It's pathetic. I told Cedric he should have given me the position.
I'm sure you're very versatile. But what does this Richard look like?
And as you are continuing to question, he'll kind of look over and see your stature, and you'll see him kind of flexing a pec one at a time, just kind of boop, just kind of he's listening. He's just kind of flexing it as he...
I'll just loom around the corner. Problems, Ergra.
Not yet, although why don't you just stay close? So, what does this Richard person look like? It's actually, I don't know if you've heard, being apparently sequestered in here under lock and key, but there was an assassination attempt on the High Priestess.
I haven't heard anything about it.
One of the rings of your theater company was found at the scene of the crime. One's with the initials RH. Can you show me yours?
Yeah, and he'll kind of pull out his hand, and you'll see on his left pointer finger, he has the ring that has the same initials. He'll like one of these. We've all been here so long at the theater. I mean, he only gives us 5-minute lunch breaks. It's pathetic. I don't think any of us have even left the theater.
All right.
Is it even worth it? Why don't you just find somewhere else to work?
Well, we heard Cedric saying that there was going to be potential scouts coming in that were looking for talent. He heard whispers of people looking for talented actors, and we should all be as most prepared that we can be for this. This might
Okay.
be our chance to get a big break, become somebody, you know.
Uh-huh.
Become somebody where? This is the capital of the country in the biggest entertainment week of the year. What's higher than this?
And with the lack of empathy that's from your responses, he'll kind of just wave his hand in the air again, and he'll kind of half turn towards the wall. I don't expect you to understand.
Look, buddy. It's early. I'm tired. It's been a rough week.
Tell
How
me
about
about
you
it. You
just-
should try working for Cedric.
Let's not have a a dick measuring contest about who's had the worst week, shall
How's
we?
this? Buddy, guy, friend.
You could not understand the pressures of the theater.
I'm gonna fucking melt your face off unless you tell me what this guy looks like.
And you seem kind of taken back a little bit. Whoa, whoa. As you kind of step in the doorway with your big-ass weapon. Hey, he's one of those pathetic revenant guys.
Produce flame more.
And you'll see him kind of sit in the chair that's there, and he'll kind of try to maintain a somewhat composure position on the chair, but you can see he's definitely intimidated by the light that you're holding in your hands. Oh,
I imagine that this guy has a bunch of like paraphernalia on like his dressing room table, like flowers, like signed autograph pictures. Urger's just gonna pick up a picture and she's gonna take a bite out of it and start chewing it.
What are you doing?
I'm actually like, what the fuck?
Put that down! I'll tell you anything, please! Not another bite, please, no!
I'll like get the flame really close to the flowers so they begin to curl, but not quite catch on fire. We're like, tell us everything you know.
I'll tell you anything, please, but honestly, I don't know much about the man. He's a total asshole. I hate him. He's
Name away.
self-proclaimed best actor in the guild. But I aim to take the position from him one day.
Well, he's probably going to be executed, so that day's
Good.
probably coming pretty quick.
Good riddance. That'll put me at the top.
Right. You know the worst thing about being at the top there, buddy? It's a long way to fall down.
Well, I hope he falls hard. Hope you find him.
I'm going to skin him alive.
Okay.
Urger, as she walks out, just spits out the paper on the ground as she leaves.
You can kind of hear some ruffling as he's kind of picking up the pieces, and you'll kind of hear him. What kind of animals are you?
For the warrior's oath. Tell your friends.
All right, so as you guys leave the guard, will kind of step back in there and be holding Rock in there. As you pass by, some other temple guards are kind of holding these other B-list actors. As you guys are kind of making your way backstage, you're going to see a bunch of stage gear, a bunch of props just kind of set up for like the next scene. You can kind of see them kind of staged in groups. It looks like they're all kind of color coordinated and set up for different scenes that would come out. You see some large planks on the ground that kind of have some parts hanging off, some chests, some crates, as you guys are kind of walking past. One of the
While-
temple. Go ahead.
do I see a cape? Like a really nice, very lordly looking one.
Give me an investigation check.
Or it's what you're looking for. Maybe I can help you.
Swag. Help me look for a cape.
Yeah. Look, you can aid.
I grant help.
Yes, you can aid.
Oh.
Oof, I'm gonna use an inspiration point on that.
Are you really? Okay.
Yeah.
Want that swag?
Fuck me.
All right, so you guys are
Oh, wow.
passing one of these
No, they're all
there's
rubbish.
clothes all hanging up on this, and it's
Here.
all kind of. Go ahead.
Here, hold on, Kurtz, and I'll pull down a fire curtain
Oh, yes.
for when the things catch on fire. The thing is, like, each yard is probably going to be like 10 pounds. And so I just throw it over Kurtz. Probably dusty as hell.
Do I get an extra armor point for the thick curtain? Resistance to fire?
Absolutely not, but it is fantastic looking.
Pull the hood up. I'll fashion it and
Yeah, you see like
get a little hood going, very dark lord.
shoddy pirate outfit, maybe some like overly frilly princess dress or something. You know, but they're all kind of like not super great costumes. You could tell like some have been like hemmed and then undone and then rehemmed and then undone. You know, so you can see like the hem marks that have been kind of folding back and forth along the pant legs.
That's right, I'm Red Hood now. I'm Jason fucking Todd. Let's go. Next,
Alright.
Ralph. Do you want me to lead this one, or do you want to?
Yeah, go ahead. It looks like it's down here.
All right, yeah, there will be a guard posted outside the door, and inside will be this this young boy, and
Shit.
he
Ooh.
Urgra, maybe you should take this one.
and you'll see he's got stage makeup on, like some overly abundant blush. The hair's kind of parted and kind of folded over to him. It looks kind of feminine as going, and you kind of look at it. Looks like he's kind of got a basic female attire on.
Ah. Oh, okay, but I'll see you later, Kurtz. Okay.
Backing away slowly.
And you'll see him kind of sitting in the chair, and he'll have this little folded piece of paper that he's kind of, as you come around, he's kind of behind these clothes, another clothes rack, and the guard will kind of step back to give you some space, but he'll still kind of be within eyeshot, just to have backup in case this little tiny boy goes on a rampage. But you'll see him kind of, as you're kind of peeking through the clothing, you'll see him kind of like read some stuff on it, and he'll kind of put it down, and you'll hear him like audibly going over some lines, and he'll be kind of like stuck on a word. And he'll kind of pull it up and like get the word, and he'll like say the line correctly as you guys come around the corner.
Do I know anything about theater, Sean?
I think your expertise was raging real war, not play war. So
Fair enough.
I'm gonna do a history check. Let's see how this goes, boys.
Mm-hmm. History.
5.
Pretty good.
oh, with a -10, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do a history check on?
Do I know the play that they are trying to put on?
Oh, okay. You would not. It's not because of the fail. You guys could have picked up, like, with the commotion, with everything going on, that this seems like a new
Premiere.
one. That
Should have gotten a program.
Cedric had written.
Don't do that at operas in real life either. I always fucking forget.
And you get the hint that there might be a musical number in it because one of the female actresses that, when you guys were walking by, was doing, some of the...
Warm-ups.
Scales.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Urgra, how about you? Take the lead.
Alright. And we will step in. Hi.
Hi, come... Yes. And he'll kind of be, like, taken back with the guard that kind of moves out of the way, and you with your green skin and the tusks. You look like Roth.
Okay.
Roll for intimidation.
Are you a friend of his?
No. We're actually here on behalf of the temple. you probably haven't heard, but there was an assassination attempt on the High Priestess Tavaria, and a ring from your theater company was found at the scene of the crime with the initials RH. I don't suppose you have your ring handy, do you?
And you'll see him kind of pull the blouse that he's got on kind of down, and he'll pull out this kind of almost like a dog tag necklace, just like little beads that are all connected. He'll kind of pull it out, and you'll see the ring on there. It's definitely sized for an adult, so you kind of piece together like it wouldn't fit on his finger; it'd like fall off. So he kind of shows it. Yeah, it's right here. I just got mine actually, just a little while ago.
And that one's yours,
Yes.
even though it doesn't fit.
What's a fucking conspiracy? And they're all fucking getting initiated into
Cedric-
an evil cult.
Cedric says I'll grow into it one day. Something about they don't have enough money to resize them, so it'll fit me when I grow up.
Wait, does he just have a fucking box full of RH,
RH.
SH, TH?
Like those
Has boxes of each one.
like those Christmas ornaments that have all the most common
Yeah, right. Or like the license plates at gift shops where you're just like Aiden. No, that one's with an I. You know?
All right, what can you tell us about your fellow actor Richard Hollow?
Oh, he's amazing. You should hear him when he's on stage. He just commands the audience. I look up to him, and he said that one day he'll mentor me and teach me how to become as great as he is.
Does he also dress up like a woman?
No, of course not. Cedric says that I have too innocent of a look that I fit a female role much better.
That's misogynistic.
Well,
Guardsman, tell Caldevar to hit Cedric again.
all right, he'll kind of dash around the corner. A few moments pass, and you hear just a dud hitting. Oh, not here! Not in this secret place!
Hold on, Guardsman.
Promotion.
All right, is there any place that this Richard likes to, I don't know, get a drink? Anyone he's mentioned in passing while rehearsing that may know where he is? We've heard that he's been missing for quite a few days at this point.
Yeah, I don't know where he's gone to. I know he mentions that he goes over his lines at home. That's usually where he goes.
Do you have any sort of address?
Do you know where he lives? Do you know if he was also trained by the Revenant, or if he just is a Revenant?
I may have followed him once.
Creepy, but okay.
Yeah, I've seen where he lives.
You pointed out on this map.
Yeah, and as you kind of lay it down, he'll point to a small little house, kind of just in the back corner of Candoria proper, right up against the wall.
Is it slummy, or is it like a nice area of town?
Moderate. Yeah,
Oh yeah, the walls are fucking new. No one fucking knows.
He talks about how his calling is here on stage, and the reaction that he gets from the audience, it just makes it more than obvious. I hope I can be like him when I grow up. He mentioned falling out with the Revenant. He used to go to school there, I believe.
Does he use magic on stage to enthrall the crowd?
I always assumed it was some kind of pyrotechnics, but possibly.
Since I've been around Finley for 8 years now, can I get him to describe what it looks like and maybe attach that to some sort of illusory or charm or something like that? I'm also a mage slayer. And I'm proficient in Arcana.
Does he ever say the words higgledy-piggledy before something happens?
Yeah, so he'll describe it as what you would think of be prestidigitation. You've seen Finley and, Rin use it. Maybe some minor illusions as he's just kind of describing the things like that.
So nothing outright like charm.
One
Because I'm
more time,
thinking
Dylan, I missed it.
charm.
There it is. Okay.
You gotta do the jazz hands there. Right?
Yeah, he won't. That won't seem to be something that he's seen. That doesn't mean he's
work,
seen
yeah.
all of it. But yeah, he'll bring up like there's a time where, the upstairs, like the seating from there, he jumped off during a scene during one of the plays, and he just fell very slowly. Let's see, and there's been odd times where different props that he was supposed to walk across stage to grab, it looked like they were just floating towards him.
So he has at least some magical prowess. We should probably look into the Revenant. They'll know who their favorite dropout is.
Oh,
Probably.
they have records, I'm sure, but I think it would be more advantageous for us to go check out this house.
Is he okay? None of us have seen him for a while.
Ooh, so yeah, he's probably fine for now.
We're looking for him to make sure that he is okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. As long as Cedric doesn't know, I could take you guys right now.
I look at the guardsman. What is his reaction to this statement? Actually, they're under Kurtz's control.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
He don't care. Kurtz, what do you think?
I'm gonna step a few feet away from the child.
Okay.
I'm not super comfortable taking a child to hunt an assassin, but it could be really funny.
Let's just leave the kid.
He did show you on the map where it was too.
Turn back, kid. Actually, I believe that myself and my allies, let's say, I'll point to the guardsmen, will be able to handle the situation just fine without you. Thank you. I'm sure you have to get back to practicing and getting the show ready.
Yeah, if you find him and he's okay, tell him that he needs to come back. It's hard to do some of my lines for one of the scenes I have if he's not here to practice with.
Well, just soldier on.
And you'll see him kind of pull the paper back out and like try to get the line that he was saying earlier again.
Right.
Let's go.
Yeah. Before we leave, I want to stop by Caldebar, tell him everything that we learned.
Okay.
And then turn to Cedric. You're kind of a piece of shit human being. You know that, right?
What are you talking about?
Treat your people a little better. Or I'll buy the theater
It's
and fire you.
demanding perfection from the actors is my job.
Right. I already hit you once. Do you want me to hit you harder?
Please,
I
go
hit him
easy on an old man.
again. He said, please.
I
hit
heard
him.
it too.
As soon as he says, just jab him in the face. Like, oh.
Okay.
Damn, I mean, if that's what you're into, guy.
And as you kind of plow into him again, this dude's kind of frail. He's old, and he's got some glasses on his face. If you pop him in the face, it's actually going to kind of crush the glasses, and he'll kind of fall to his knees, and he'll just kind of be buckled over. And Caldevar will kind of look at you, and he'll kind of put his hand on your shoulder. And, like, he won't say anything in front of all the other men, but he'll kind of like try to be quiet, like.
Yeah,
I think
whatever. I'll
he's had enough.
pump a lay on hands into the guy,
Okay.
and then cast mending on his glasses.
All right, you'll see them just start to come back together as little broken pieces that are all in his hand as he's holding it. Will kind of repair back itself, and he'll kind of look at you very confused. You just broke it and then fixed it, and all in one motion. And he won't put him back on. You'll see him kind of open up, his vest, and he'll kind of tuck it in.
So, Mr. Fresca, this Richard Hollow person who's apparently been missing for quite some time, is there anything you can tell us about him?
He hasn't been showing up for any of the rehearsals lately, and it's been causing a lot of problems with everyone.
How many days?
About a week now, and I originally thought all of you were here to assist us with what had happened here.
Oh, we still might assist you. That remains to be seen.
And he'll kind of point up to the upper balcony up here, where you were kind of poking around. A couple days ago, I saw somebody. The lighting was not very good up there, but I called out for them to come, that they were not allowed to be here, and that whoever it was ran away, and it took some of the props backstage on their way out. Wasn't able to see who it was. But
Were these props particularly valuable?
I didn't get around to inventory it, but I can go check to see.
Could you please?
Are you gonna hit me again?
If you don't,
It would be easier for us to find what was stolen if we knew what was stolen.
Alright. And he'll start to make his way. You guys can follow or whatever. He can return after a couple minutes, either way. And the only things missing are some of Richard's props. He had a epic scene at the end of this ceramic skull when he did his closing monologue with it, and that's the main item that is missing.
A ceramic skull.
Yes. It was pivotal to the entire story point of our play.
where was this skull acquired from?
It was made by one of the other actors. We make all of our props here at the Fresta Theater.
Can you tell us who made it?
I feel like you should do that. Like, I don't know. It's like involuntary.
Pulls the glasses back out, tucks back in.
Whatever the whole name is pronounced.
Yeah, that wouldn't be important. Just some random actress. It could be the one just right over there.
Yeah, that one.
Marisu.
Well, Mr. Fresca, parting word of advice, you might want to find a new lead.
I'll take that into consideration. But the show must go on, and he'll kind of look over to the actors and, like, give them the signal to start up, but all of them are kind of held back by all the guards, so none of them can do anything.
Mr. Fresca, am I going to have to hit you again?
Parker's gonna put an arm on Kurtz's shoulder at this point. All right, let's go. We have a lead.
Okay.
I'll be looking in.
All right, so Finley and Rin, you guys got word and made your way towards Finley. You kind of knew the whereabouts of it. So you guys could be making your way. So you guys could get there right as Ergra and Kurtz are walking out the front doors, and we'll let you guys all catch up. What were you, Kurtz? What about the guards? What were you wanting them to do?
I'll just tell Caldebar. I'll just sort of, before we leave, sort of nod to him and just be like, I think we're done here for the time being. Ask around, though. Make sure this man isn't abusing the rights of these actors. They seem to be almost held here against their will for some part.
And you'll see him taking some notes, and yes, I agree, that is a good idea.
Always a pleasure.
All right, and you'll see him turn and start to order some of the other temple guards around, telling them to start releasing, and they're gonna probably do another sweep of the theater, so they're all gonna look and be occupied. Yeah, I'll turn over to you guys. So the two of you come along, and Kurtz and Ergra are just exiting the doors, and they're kind of having a discussion as you guys are prancing up on this. Yes, you guys wouldn't have seen this yet. So the king steed, you're going to see just almost with magical speed, just kind of come and land right in front of the thing and kind of slide to the side, and you'll see Finley just on the back, just kind of like jumping up like he's having a grand time. Well, Rin, of course, has the business as usual face.
Excellent.
At this
Well,
point,
it's
the
getting
sun
hot here.
the sun will have started to peek over. It is sunrise, so you guys will start to feel the warm glow as As the sun is coming over the hill crest and all the trees and poking off, you can feel it kind of hitting your face and feel that morning warmth.
Ah, you've made it just in time. We just finished up inside.
Finished what exactly?
Well, see, we found a clue at the site and decided that we had to strike as soon as we were able, and managed to make our way in with a little help from the Temple God and Caldebar, and I found another lead.
Yeah. So Kurt said that the you sent someone to come find us, and he said something about like a raid or something.
Yes. We
You guys-
decided that entering without the
Very
knowledge of the
upset.
staff.
You guys raided without us. You know it's been a long time, Kurt Gladskin, and you just took our and you just raided without us.
Well, if it makes you feel better, Finley, we're on our way to raid another house.
Okay, that's fine. I was going to say next time you go raiding, make sure that the full oath is here. But okay, that was quicker than I expected. But okay, I can't really be mad then. Okay, fine.
What house exactly?
And I'll give them the spiel of
Okay.
what we found out. What's his name? Or
Richard
Hollow,
Hollow.
where he lives,
Dick Swallow.
like what we learned about him.
Dick
his-
Hollow.
And he's a what exactly?
He's a
What was his
revenant.
race? He's a revenant.
We believe that he
Oh.
was actually trained there at the academy for some time. He seems to use very minor magics during his performances.
Well, it doesn't surprise me considering then you'd have someone magically skilled to be able to do that magical fog cloud, as it were. So we anticipate there being a spellcaster, a revenant at least, of some power.
Well,
Yes.
ideally, I don't think we want to kill him outright. We'd prefer to figure out who he was working for and why.
Honestly, Kurtz, I think you're the only one who ever even thinks that as an option to begin with.
Yeah, I learned a new word. It was hostage.
Wow, one more time.
Hostage.
Huh.
I think that's like a small little chocolate cake, right?
Maybe hostage. Hostage. Hostess. Hostess
Host-
cream pies.
Sorry.
Wait. No, you're distracting me, Rin. But no, yeah, we found out where he lives, and I sent a runner to you so you guys would come here so we can go and kick in his door.
All
Alright.
right. How far away is it?
I'll point to it on the map.
Halfway across town.
All right. Oh, okay. I suppose we can.
Oh, hey, we have some exciting news too. It
Aside
wasn't-
from the deer.
Your door in, but I mean,
Well,
kind of exciting.
Yes, nice ghost deer, by the way.
well, it's king actually. I mean, you can tell from the horns
Oh, is it actually? Hello, King.
or antlers, I suppose.
I'm minor illusion king up above his hand, like with sparkles and stuff.
This dude wouldn't know who King is, but he's assuming it's a a decent name to pull.
It's in parentheses.
Oh
The
yeah.
minor illusion is in parentheses.
King Beta.
Yes, we stopped by at the Red Dragon Inn for a brief moment.
How's Lou alive?
Alive.
Oh.
What a surprise.
Well, yes, but he's in mourning and been the whole thing has gone down to complete disarray. It's a hovel.
So as we're walking
Yeah.
towards this guy's house, yeah. So apparently, we are going to find out who killed his friend Larry, because we're good friends of Lou.
Oh,
Right.
man. Larry,
Listen.
I don't recall a Larry, but if one of Lou's friends was murdered, of course.
Right, absolutely. Like we
Was that all
thought
the
it might have
blood?
been Lou, and remember how that toilet kind of attacked us, and we ran and we fought our way out, and we saved the day, and all that stuff. And
It
we're like,
almost ate that poor peasant.
right, and then Lou. Yeah, I've never heard the name Larry before either, but Lou was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sad." So we should, and we were like, "Oh man, we'll totally find out who killed Larry." But then here's the twister. Here's the nipple twist. Okay, so Larry is not a person, but actually was the toilet.
Well, that was stupid.
What?
Apparently, the toilet cleans. And I look at Rin. Am I getting this right? The toilet cleans the place.
Well, yes, the mimic came out at night and cleaned up the whole mess of the evening.
Right. Named Larry, who, as I wink at them, we said that we're going to find out who killed him.
So,
But
Well, you did.
I
Finley.
don't feel bad about this.
Well, Lou seemed pretty distraught about it. Like, I feel like in that moment, I was just trying to give him a little glimmer of hope. He looked really sad, you guys. And then, I thought maybe perhaps if we just like said, "Oh man, Lou, it's a cold files case." I mean, nothing, because we know the answer, right? Like, we know the answer to the end game here.
Yeah.
No. So maybe just acting like we tried to help. Is that bad?
Warrior's Oath does not fail. What we need is a fall guy.
Okay, that's interesting. Didn't think of that. All right, I like where we're going with. I thought maybe just giving the illusion of us trying to find. Okay, go on.
What if we just go down to the stockades and find a man who's guilty of animal abuse or something? I don't know. Something like that, and like thievery. And we say that we got him to confess that he broke in one night and killed your mimic, and the guardsmen aren't going to give a shit, because who cares if you killed a mimic? The man should have a medal, honestly.
Okay, continue.
No, that's the whole
Oh,
plan.
that was it. That was it.
That was
Okay.
it.
If you want to be efficient, you could just say this RH actor practiced his techniques on the mimic before he tried to attempt to kill Tavaria.
That works too.
Oh, two birds
Then-
with one stone. Okay.
Well, we left the mimic body a year ago, right?
Mhm.
How would he be able to be practicing on the dead mimic?
He had
corpse?
practiced on it first before he attempted to do that to Tavaria. He started off small with something he thought easy to kill, and then built his way up in skill.
Just like all killers, they start small and work their way up to the greatest prey of all, people.
Is that what Kurtz did?
Anyone remember how exactly we took the thing down? Like, was it a stabby wound from Kurtz's blade?
Didn't you shoot it with a fucking lightning bolt?
Perhaps that's a thing. Sure.
I mean, I want to guess that I threw a fireball, but then again, I want to guess that I missed.
Fair point.
I'm gonna.
I don't know if
Was
that
you
was
bludgeoning him
AJ,
with a
but yep.
rubber
I'm
shield?
gonna also.
Well, that's non-lethal right there.
Yeah.
Oh shit! We could have gone that route. That would have solved this whole situation.
I can make you some rubber weapons if you'd like to go some non-lethal.
Maybe-
if you want to do like
maybe
foam
the-
sorting.
Maybe the
LARPing?
Just LARP my way
LARP
through the
in an
rest of the
RPG
campaign.
game.
I am Gilbert
so
Alderbrand,
meta.
level 5 paladin. Like, oh,
Role
you're
playing
not.
in a role play game.
Whoa! Holy shit, you guys. Okay, hold on. Maybe this is going over the top, right? Okay, I like all. Look, we are working together, which is great. We're throwing all kinds of ideas. What if? Okay, throwing it on this RH guy might be a little bit of a stretch. Putting a fall guy that's probably going to die anyway because he's in the stockades. Cool idea too, right? We put on him. What if? Hear me out. We kind of combine all these ideas, and we take out the bad guy, right?
You?
And then we give Lou some peace, and it's, we put on like a little bit of a play of our own here
We-
about like,
We give him a piece of the guy we kill. I got it.
wait, no, piece of, okay.
I think Finley is going to
I
disguise
could go
himself,
that
and we're
way.
going to pretend to kill him.
Yeah, like I could run in as like some really like pirate looking guy or something, bald head with a beard, call my name, Steelbeard or something, wear some eyeliner around my face.
Don't you have
Trying to
magic?
get really specific here about who I'm looking.
Do you have
Maybe,
disguise? Do you have
maybe he
disguise
just
self?
wants to wear some fucking eyeliner, guys. Like, leave him alone. Like, fuck.
And then I go in and I say, "I'm back for you, Lou. I killed Larry, and now I'm here for you too." And then you guys, take me down. And then Lou gets a little bit of closure, and then we wipe our hands of it and say, that's because then technically we did we found the murderer,
Mhm.
My
and then we don't
question.
feel bad about it.
My question is, how much do we really care?
It's Lou. He's the only one. He's the first one who said Warrior's Oath is like a thing. I care
He
about.
also kept a fucking mimic in his bar who's eaten who knows how many people over
Well,
the years.
speaking of which, we did say we would try to find maybe some better, hands on deck there for him.
Why don't we just get him a gelatinous cube to absorb the tenants in the rooms? They're like, oh, I guess they checked out early.
They do keep things clean.
They'd be yeah, like a like a Roomba, just kind of picking stuff as you go.
It works. But I mean, grung are a possibility, I guess. Are they gonna want to leave the jungle where they live, though?
Well, I know that it was on our to-do list too. Like sometime trying to help these poor frogs. We were gonna leave Grung here with Lou, but I mean, I'm sure Alfred's probably like a year. I'm done now, but maybe Lou could use the company, and then I don't know.
Grug is a gentleman and a scholar. I'm sure that his presence in Alfred's is only.
I really feel
heightened
like we're like
the
really
atmosphere.
advancing Grung's like skill sets. He worked with an alchemist for a year. Now he's gonna go be a bar patron. Like he's
gonna get
be
swole
more than us
lifting
by
all
the
those
time we're
kegs.
I'm sure you could have some fun
Diversify his
drinking games.
portfolio.
I'm sure you could have some fun drinking games that attract the patrons if they have something along the lines of lick the grung. But
I'd play.
I know you would. But I think for the moment at least, let's try to deal with Richard first. See
One
if we
thing at a
can-
time. Just put
Yeah.
a pin in that idea. I kind of like the idea of me dressing up as a very specific, particular looking fella that says, I killed your mimic, Larry, and then we close the book on this for poor Lou so we can move on. He was really distraught, you guys. It was really sad.
The location on the map that the little kid pointed to is kind of near Alfred's, actually. It's kind of on the way.
Oh, look at that. Do you want to go say hi to your frog too real quick, or you want to just kind of leave him there for 5 more minutes?
Let's go check out the house, because if the house is dangerous, I don't want Grug getting unfrogged.
Well, isn't he safe in your impermeable 26-pound chest? That's in with a 25-pound chest
It's
inside.
true. It's 2 chests now.
Double-
I just
He's basically in a tank.
Yeah, it's not airtight though, right?
You
He
should have
can
put a
still-
turret on there. You can just shoot the
Give him a little iron crossbow.
grung poison dart.
Always like to double wrap it, for double protection there,
Parental advisory: don't do that, kids, if you're watching. But
Oh, so Sunny cheered 100 bits. Bar
Yeah,
staffed
thank
with
you.
assorted monsters, the best kind of bar. Hell of an everyday. Awesome, thank you.
Digging it, right?
let's leave Grug there until we check out this house,
All right.
because either A, this is going to lead to another clue, and we'll have to deal with that, and we can take Grug along, or B, it's going to be nothing, and we can spend some quality time with a frog friend.
All right.
All right.
That's fine. I'm still riding on the. You can walk. Keep going.
Cover your ears. Hey, Jack!
Okay. All right, so we're gonna go on our first break.
Perfect.
But while we do that, as is the new tradition, we're going to open a raffle. So while I open that, can you guys let them know what that is and what the details are and how they enter into it?
Whoop whoop.
Yeah, so
all I know is exclamation raffle when Sean tells us to. But go ahead, Tibbs.
followed by a number of how many raffle tickets you want.
See,
So in order to get this raffle is involving HotA points. These are points you gain by watching any of the shows that are on throughout the week. You use these points to play the games that you may have been seeing in our chat, including Heist, Challenge, and a couple of others. You can also use it to cheer us for free when you see something that you like on stream to kind of motivate us to do more of what you like. And what we do is we give away a bunch of tokens. Normally it's been like, 10,000 or something?
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
It's a lot. And all you have to do is type in raffle, and then any number from, I think, 1 to 100 is the maximum number of raffle tickets you can have. They are 10 points apiece. If you want to see how many points you have, just type exclamation point points, and it'll give you the total. And then join us and see if you get lucky.
And they updated Streamlabs OBS. Normally where it is gone. So I am digging around real quick, see if I can find it.
We had that problem at Monday, too. Some of the files just got wiped.
Yeah, in the top left hand where the library of all the things, usually it's right underneath the editor, but
Well, what the shit.
Rip.
Well, let's do a heist.
Yeah, it's gone. I'm
That's
sure
what
it's
it was.
somewhere in here, but they moved it. Gotta love the updates. All right, sorry about that, guys. We kind of teased it. I will try to find it. But yeah, okay, we're gonna go on break. We'll come back. See you guys in a minute.
The dice are telling me it's a 20. We're sticking with it.
Okay, just go. I'm gonna go over here because I'm gonna belt this shit. I'm just gonna go.
Yes, this is my daughter Melody.
Ah! Oh.
You shall find justice upon your soul. Turn it into let's go with a gelatinous cube.
Okay.
And I'll let it just go ahead and sit there and start dissolving the place up.
Yeah, we're on our phones. Moment of the shit.
No, we're paying attention. Yeah, we're focused.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
I'll just sort of run my finger through the scar that goes across my head. Indeed. Grab it by the head, start slamming the skull into the stone wall next to me until the skull just shatters. Bend the fucking knee, peasants.
I'm gonna burn a lucky point.
Okay.
Oh my god!
It's meant to be.
Tell Caldevar, if you can, please, sir, that Kurtz Glaskin is going.
Come up to Ren and say, speaking of teamwork, do you have any offensive spells at all?
Right? He's got, really scruffy, nasty beard. He kind of kicks his foot. He's like, ow! Down. And he just starts going off on this rift. Martha will turn to the crowd and he'll go, "Are you not entertained?"
And just walk you through
Hail, brave adventurer!
Hello there, everyone's favourite halfling bard, Finley Shenanigan here. Being the soulful adventurer that I am, and known for telling a tale or two, pull up a stool to grab a pint as I tell you a story about my favourite hero, me. In my years of travelling, I met people of all walks and cultures. Although the horsemen coming didn't affect me directly, I saw the toll they left behind. The destruction and devastation these villainous beings left in their wake sparked something within me. How was I, Finley Shenanigan, to become the greatest, most legendary bard that Candoria had ever seen, if no one was around to behold my glory? More importantly, where is Alundra? When will she be back? And what will she be wearing? Hopefully something revealing. Anywho, setting on my journey, I shared my glamour with those who had never witnessed such pure, unadulterated excellence before. My legacy was to replace their despair and unite the people for the war yet to come. In the end of the day, everyone can be a hero. Everyone has a little adventure inside of them. And if you don't, would you like one?
Salutations. I am Rin Anoran, historian of Candoria, renowned problem solver, an elf of esteemed conscience. When I became of age, I set out as a Renar and departed from my home of Orthalos to the city of Egoras to study the arcane arts. With some difficulties, I was able to teach myself while working as a scribe in the library of Alashar. There, I produced a masterpiece of Candoria's history and its secrets. My manifesto, the true record of our world. However, even my aspirations dwindled when Alundra's guidance vanished, followed by the devastation from the horseman's wake. Despite all the wounds we have suffered, I shall never let our existence be forgotten, for I believe our best hope lies with our knowledge and story made eternal.
My name is Kurt Glaskin, and I have lost everything that I've loved in this world. My daughters, my wife, my friends, all of them dead to the horsemen. And now I have a chance to redeem myself, to protect my friends, to lead humanity into a new age of light and hope. Alundra abandoned us. The goddesses abandoned us and left us with these monsters. And I want to take everything from them that they've taken from us. I live in a world of blood and hatred and violence, and so I will become that violence. I will be that hatred, and I will be exactly what we need. A sword against the darkness.
My name is Urgra Dropper, and I am a dependable ambassador. I was the only half-breed in my mother's tribe of orcs where the threat of being eaten constantly hung over my head. And yet, those were some of the happiest times of my life compared to my time with the Revenant. I was 12 when I first picked up a bow and started hunting, and I quickly found that people make the most interesting prey and often deserve an arrow in the head far more than most monsters. Magic and even the Three Sisters were always something weird and sinister to me. That is, until by chance I crossed paths with the High Priestess Alundra, who showed me that magic, like everything else, can be used for good or for evil. And that's what I'll keep on repeating to myself every time one of those stuck-up magical morons say something that makes me want to cut out their tongues.
The following program features adults using adult language. You have been warned.
Who cares?
All right, and we are back. Thanks for sticking with us, everybody. And let's go ahead and close out the raffle. I did find it while we were on break. Uh-oh. Pick winner. There we go. Sunny won! Sunny task form. Congrats. I think it's a first-time win for him.
All right, Sonny. Woo-woo!
All right, so let me find you here. You
Sunny
got
cast
13,000. I'll give you another 10,000. You're at 23,619. A few exclamation point points in the chat to confirm that you got them. And
Sunny cast form, Sunny cast win.
Awesome. Okay. Where were we? And AJ still stepped away, so we'll just keep going without him.
We are approaching the house of Richard Hollow.
Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me. Okay.
Approaching the dick house.
The Hollow Dick House.
So
All
how
right.
do we want to go about this? Do we want to keep with the nights?
Well, it's the morning. Oh, keep it the nights. I'm sorry. I thought we left them at the theater.
I mean, do we want to break down the door?
Yeah, I thought we were raiding. I thought as we're...
Yeah,
down
hammer
doors.
on the door.
Oh, Virgo's gonna run around to the back to see if she can maybe stop anyone from getting out the back door.
Yeah, let's do shit. Let's kick down doors today.
And he's like, we're raiding. I'm like, yep, unsling them all right into the lock.
Yeah!
All right, so as you guys approach the
Broad
house...
daylight.
What kind of... Yeah, it's definitely morning now as the sun has risen. All right, so as you guys make your way across Candoria and you get there, the house is very, very small. It's a very humble, modest home. It's just
Studio,
one...
mayhaps?
What's that?
A studio, mayhaps?
There you go. Very, very small. It almost looks like if you guys were looking at like a camper or like an RV where everything's kind of all mashed in together. That's what it looks like just from the sides, from the outside. There's only one entrance. That is the front door. There's one window on the front and then one on the back. Both of them have curtains that are pulled. The house doesn't look any bit glamorous. It looks pretty, just very average. Nothing that's standing out about it at all. As you guys are walking up to it, how are you saying you guys want to do this?
I think Kurtz is just attacking.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking. If he's like, no, I thought we were in. Okay, just
Hard and
hammer into the
fast.
door. Wake up, Dick.
Good morning.
All right, give me a weapon attack just to see how much damage you do to the door. Obviously, you're gonna hit it unless you crit fail.
I'm staying on King and just like keeping a little bit of a distance.
Okay.
Just being that aloof, riding a giant deer thing.
Do I hit?
Yeah, you do. You hit a door with the 24.
Atta boy.
Give me some damage. I want to see how.
So proud.
11. All right. Yeah, so you're actually going to splinter this guy down. So it's just a basic wooden door. There's no metal reinforcements. Just the hinges are metal. So
Morning, Dick.
As you come in with Kenobi, you just obliterate. It's actually going to splinter and just cover like the whole inside of this tiny little house. It's not even a house. I mean, it's tiny. It's just going to just wooden shrapnel just kind of plastering all on the inside. You don't hear any noises. And it's going to kind of open up straight into kind of a dining room kitchen thing that's like connected. There's no walls separated. It's very, very small. You see kind of a wooden dining room table and then a small like kitchen to the side. And it looks like it goes to the right and to the left that you can kind of see, but you can't tell what's in there.
As Kurt beats down the door, Finley draws the plectrum very elegantly and eloquently and jumps off King. Huzzah! And I will run past him into the door with sword. I was very upset we missed the first raid. I'm not missing this one. I wanted
Sure. All right, so as you come in as the tip of the spear, Finley, you come in like ready to raid. You know, I'm sure on the way over, Kurtz and Urgrad filled you in of like the epicness of all the guards just burst in like a SWAT team and just grabbing people, throwing them to the ground.
Everybody get the fuck on the ground!
Yeah, so you jump. Yeah, you run with your vape. You're like ready to just, you know, up, maybe one up Kurtz. You always like doing that. And as you come into this tiny little studio-shaped place, there's nobody in here. And it's a great disappointment. There's no one in here. You can see over to the left is kind of a bedroom with just a very modest bed that's just kind of out in the open. And then to the right is kind of like a sunroom area. And there's not much. As you look around, there's some bookcases with some books kind of covered in a little bit of dust. Looks like it hasn't actually been used. You want to use your passive perception, or do you want to make a full-on perception check as you come in?
I'll perception it out.
Okay.
Just to get a lay of the land real quick.
Sure. All right, so you're running.
In here somewhere, I fucking know.
You're right. You're like you're just you're not paying attention to any details of the like. There's got to be someone in here that I could tackle down for the raid. Since you're kind of like looking through I mean, you get to the point where you're like lifting up shit. Like obviously nobody's gonna be like, there's got to be somebody in here. You're lifting stuff up. What the rest of you like to do as Finley goes barging in.
Without seeing anyone like react to Finley's very bombastic entrance, we're just gonna look around to see if there's any signs of like when this place was last had someone in it sighted.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Oh, that one? Okay.
I win, Finley. I have the pen.
Is mightier than the sword, sir? How did that work?
Hey, 15.
That's pretty good. All right, so it looks recently entered, and the place is slightly messy. Maybe a couple days ago is your best guess of when someone was here, but it looks like no one's been here for, a day or two.
Great.
He's fucking in here somewhere, I know, and I start stabbing into the bed.
All right, so as you kind of tear into it, these down feathers will kind of go up in this white plume. You're just like, obviously nobody's in there, but you just keep like shoved right, but you're just slicing across, and just more coming up, and maybe one kind of lands on your nose. You and it kind of comes back down your face, and it's like stuck.
Like those leaves.
Leave! Goddamn leaves follow me everywhere.
Rin's probably during like the time of like near walking there, and probably still a little bit as we arrive. He's just in the middle of casting detect magic as a ritual because he's assuming that there's probably maybe something magical about this place since it's a revenant.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. So you're starting it now, or you're doing it on the way?
Like I'm like kind of on the way. I'm sure it would have taken me because it's not 10 minutes to get there. It's probably less than 10 minutes. Yeah, so I'm still in the middle of it.
Okay. All right. So as you're preparing to try to see anything kind of magical,
yeah.
Kurtz, do you go in or you stay outside? I have to bust the door down.
I'm gonna do a vibe check.
I like it. Vibe check.
See if I can pick up anyone on the inside.
Yeah, you don't detect any person in here, but just the kind of the remnant, like the aura of the area feels very just neutral. Just
shit. I think this is the dead end.
And as you say that, you kind of lean against the table, Kurtz, and you look down, and you can see that there is a scroll that's on the table. It looks like it was opened because it's not done up, but it's kind of like double rolled back on stuff. Usually when stuff isn't opened, it's kind of one wrap, but when it's opened, it kind of goes back. It has the two sides that are kind of coming in.
I investigate further.
All right, so as you kind of lean over and you pull open the scroll, you're going to see some handwritten text on it, and as you kind of come in closer to read it, you'll kind of feel your foot kind of kick something under the table, and it kind of looks like a box. But then as you read it, it says, "Greetings, dear Richard Hollow. My associates and I wish to hire your talents for a small job that will be executed in the next couple of days. The role itself should be suitable to you, and the pay is quite generous. If you are willing to accept the offer, meet us at," and there'll be an address, which you'll recognize, I'll get to in a second, "where we can further discuss the role. Bring the necklace with you. Discretion is advised moving forward. There are many aspects of showbiz that need to be kept under the wraps."
So as Kurt says no one's here, I stop stabbing into the bed. I agree. I don't.
But
anyone.
I found a clue with another address to raid.
Room is clear. The room is clear.
As the feathers are kind of settling in front of you, Finley, you'll see the ceramic skull kind of up above where the pillows are for the bed, just kind of on a little seal that's on the wall.
Yeah, after I'm done stabbing the bed, I would like to start investigating the place. You said there were shelves.
Mm-hmm.
I want to start looking around.
Yeah, there's you'll find a small closet that's kind of tucked into the wall. It's not very big. You'll find some costumes, and they kind of match the ones that were at the theater. And you'll see some Revenant clothing in there as well. And there'll be miscellaneous acting props kind of scattered around this tiny little apartment house.
And yeah, I'm gonna start taking shit just because there's no one here.
Okay.
I don't know what I want to take yet, but continue.
Sure.
Go produce the letter in the box to the rest of the party. Be like, I found. He's either a prostitute or an assassin, one of the two.
Okay, and as the box gets kind of brought up, it's not very deep. It's maybe like 8 or 9 inches tall, but it's about a foot wide and about a foot and a half the other dimension. And as you kind of put it up, and if you open it, you're going to see kind of inset, like there was a shape of something that was kind of form fit to it, and it almost looks like a really gaudy necklace. Like inset for, you can see like the bigger portions kind of coming around a circle, and then a larger portion that's kind of indented in.
So he was provided a letter and this box, which looks like it held a necklace.
Yeah, like I said, either a prostitute or an assassin, one of the two.
And you'll recognize the address, like 34 Cherry Lane or whatever it says, matches the street address for the old gambling house.
Does anyone recognize this handwriting? I've only recently learned to read, so I don't have anything to compare it with.
After I gather up some shit to steal, I mean, I could take a look at it, Erdra.
Roll me a D100, Kyle.
I do. Okay, I do have a forgery proficiency, so I mean, maybe I can recognize handwriting.
This is for the shit. Yeah, this is for
yeah,
finding stuff. Yeah, D100.
Yeah, you're good. $20.
All right, think of 2 random stage props that you want if they're within reason, and you can have those.
Cool. All right, I will think on that. But yeah, I will look on the. I will look at the writing. Do I recognize the writing at all?
Nope. It almost, as you're looking at it, yeah, this is kind of a thing that you're good at. It almost looks like it was purposely written to be very generic.
Okay.
Kind of like this equivalency would be like a magazine with like the letters cut out, so nobody could figure out who was what. It was written, very purposefully done.
I'll relay that. I can't really recognize it, but I think that's kind of the point here. Is that it's almost like a default kind of writing. Like there's no specific writing or pattern to it. Almost like someone knew they didn't want this writing to come back to them. Does that make sense? Right? That makes sense.
It's probably the cock.
It could be the cock.
They've got Dick Hollow.
It's all connected through the. Never mind. All right.
Shaft. It is the cock that binds us all.
Shaft.
Okay, I finished. I've got my detect magic up. All right, I'm ready now.
All right.
Oh, is there anything magic in here, Rin?
Box.
So, Rin, coming into this, you're expecting a Revenant to have hidden magical items, anything like that. And as you're going through and kind of scanning the place, there's actually nothing here. And that would be very odd. I mean, you're not even an active member of the Revenant. You got random magical shit that you have, like there's absolutely nothing. It's almost like nothing was left. Like there would be something, but there's not.
Well, either he's been... either he took everything of value with him when he left, or someone maybe took whatever good bit. It's weird. Bizarre. There's just nothing. It's very bare. I wouldn't assume it's a Revenant house.
You guys remember that witch in a box we had one time?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is this like the same kind of box?
Oh, the music box with the little fairy in it.
Well, because we found that in a box too, right? Or did we?
It was a
murder
music
box?
It was like a little crystal ball trinket
Yeah.
with a.
No, yeah, this is different. Yeah.
Snow globe. That's it.
Yeah, this box would just look like an ornate
Jewelry case.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Connor.
Yeah.
Finley, loot.
Wait, what?
Chuck him the
Oh,
box.
I thought you were trying to bring out his musical instrument. I'm like, oh, no.
Loot.
You said you wanted
Loot
a
me.
good old water flower and a squeaky red nose? Sure.
Sweet.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
This man was a clown. It's all coming together. Anyway.
Urgra's gonna go around to the two windows and also see if she can inspect the door to see if they were actually locked or if they were ever broken into recently.
Okay, after further investigating, it almost seems like it was left in a hurry.
Alright. So we have a story of a guy who is already the lead actor in a show. Maybe he gets this letter and some necklace promising him something even greater. Apparently, Cedric was saying that there were scouts for something, for even greater opportunities. Maybe he thought this was it. And he goes to this address. This is assuming he's not an assassin or, as Kurt said, a prostitute. But
And this address we know is the old what? The old casino place that we
the
visited?
casino where we first discovered what a mimic was, yes.
Where
With the
we
cult.
intercepted the cult. Yes.
Well, that's just a brain teaser, isn't it? That's kind of.
Not really. It just seems like the cult tried to kill Tavaria.
Well, maybe Urgra, can you track them? Did they leave signs of anywhere they left to where they went?
Yeah, they went to this address.
You think they did? I wonder if they came back and tried to flee or run away after.
I will go through the guy's closet and establish like what shoe size he is and that sort of thing, just to get an idea of.
You're getting like the old, like, did the wife run away or was she murdered and stuffed over the floorboards kind of thing going on? Like, which pair of shoes did she take?
So I'm wondering if he did the job but then regretted it and is now trying to flee, or maybe he might go where like his dress told him to go.
Give me another investigation check, Urgra.
And what about survival?
Can I assist?
Sure. Yeah, you guys are all in there.
I'm freaking bad at investigation. I have a 6.
I know, it's Finley's thing.
Here we go. With advantage, that's a 2.
Wow.
He's got 2 feet.
Where's the closet?
He does not have a peg leg.
That I can tell you.
Now, if he had a peg leg, God, you would be able to nail that tracking.
I'd say we go to this other address. Well, we go to the casino.
All right.
Who hasn't done an investigation check yet? Has anybody not?
Me?
All right. Yeah, go ahead, Ren. Give me one.
Oh, well, I'm partially okay with investigation.
I mean, I haven't technically investigated. I just perceptionated.
Oh, by all means, Finley. My goodness, Finley, investigate.
I said I did.
I think you're more Sherlock Holmesy. Go.
Sure. So you can each do one, or Finley, you could do yours at advantage.
Go, Finley.
With his
Here,
aid.
I'll help you out.
Go, Finley.
I said I wanted to investigate the shelves, books and stuff. Maybe the mattress, the closet. I mean, where do you all want me to look? I mean, I thought I'd look here at the bookshelf. Do you want me to look
Everywhere.
at something?
You look there. I'll look here. We'll help each other out. I'll cover some and tell you.
All right. Investigation, you say?
With a clear advantage with my help, of course.
Advantage. Okay.
Oh,
my God, are you kidding me?
Not great, guys. Considering
17?
pretty high by myself.
Oh, with a 14 modifier. Wow.
Well,
Well, 17 is still pretty good. All right. So as you hear Urgra talking about, shoes or something, you kind of go to the closet and you actually see something you have seen before. But it kind of takes you a minute. You kind of like the steam coming out of the ears, like, what? And you thinking about where you've seen these before, and you look over at Rin, and your eyes go down to his shoes, and you look over, and these are the same shoes.
Rin's the assassin.
Get him! I draw my sword. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, look, they're the same exact shoes he's wearing. It looks like the same size too.
Rin and Aran.
Hmm.
You. Oh well, you're here, aren't you? You said you're helping me. Look, what do you gather from this? I will pull the shoes out for everyone to see. Into the room.
Look at those. Those are very nice. May I take them?
Well, I mean, don't you already have them? As I point out at his own shoes.
Oh yes, they're a very close match, aren't they? Yeah. Look at that. Mind if I inspect the quality?
Insight check. Do I mind if he inspects the quality?
Go ahead.
Is there something you're not telling us?
Well, no, I haven't looked at the shoes yet. Can I take a look at them?
Sure.
I mean, Rain has no idea really what's going on, but he's a little curious as to what these shoes are.
Squinting at him.
Your impression, Ren, as you look at them, if you didn't know that you had your shoes on, you would guess these are your shoes.
All right, I'll feel them and look at them and just kind of see if I can tell if they're not elven quality or not. Can I tell that if it's a Rembrandt and not a Rembrandt kind of thing?
If this is a knockoff, it's a really, really good one.
Oh, it's a very
How long
good
have
one.
your shoes lasted since you've been in the Revenant for decades?
I very rarely walk around. I don't know what you think.
Unseen servants carry
In the
him
past
everywhere.
8 years of us traveling, you rarely walk around.
That's actually, he's rarely walked.
It's true. Technically, I very rarely walk. I will ride things, and if I have to go a long distance, I will usually conjure a tiny little seat with little handles on it, and I'll have unseen servants carry me.
This dude bamfed around the waterfalls just to not have to
Yeah,
walk.
I really don't walk.
Didn't
Why do you think my athletics is a -5? My muscle density is nothing.
What was
He's got the chicken legs.
Didn't you have another you a while back?
Well, when I met you guys, you all had
killed
another
that
you.
one.
Well,
that was also
no.
in the future too.
No, you created him.
Oh,
What was his
Nier.
name?
Nier?
Nier.
Well, Nier's made of snow and ice. He doesn't have any tangibility.
I feel like we skipped over that part during the Nier arc.
I literally sang the song, "Do you want to build a snowman?" Because it literally is a snowman.
It's true. It's canon. Yeah, if you go back to the YouTube, Dylan, you could see the episodes, which all of you guys are more than welcome to check out our YouTube. Exclamation point YouTube in the chat for me, Kyle.
But yeah, I'm very curious. Now, hold on.
What if his spirit followed you through time and space?
Oh, no. But
And he
I'm
left
trying
his
to,
shoes.
I'm trying to think really hard because, technically, I have a good memory, don't you know? I have exquisite eye for detail and an ear for names. Do I know this name, considering I worked for Revenants and I've been in the library and might have had people walk up to me and maybe someone introduced themselves as Richard?
He really liked your shoes. Where'd you get them?
Give me a history check.
What
What was that?
Nice shoes.
A natural 20?
Wow! Wowzers!
Hot damn!
Look at you.
All right, so you
Have I heard of Tricky Dick?
Yeah, you know without a shadow of a doubt, you have, being the dumpster wizard as you've been so kindly dubbed by the party, got a good feel for a good amount of Revenant. You've never heard of this name, and it will make you think with a crit. You're gonna be thinking that maybe Richard Hollow is like a false name. Yeah, an
foreign name.
Yeah.
All right, if that's an alias, then
it's a good one.
I've met a few Revenant, and Revenant would know. I've worn the same thing for years, for many years. So I'm very easy to recognize from attire and appearance. I don't know if he's trying to emulate or copy me, or to use me as a scapegoat.
What if we used Grug as a bloodhound?
Does he have a good sense of smell?
Dylan's gonna look that up.
Click, click, click. As he opens up the character sheet for
Google search
for Grug.
Wrong. All right. So, what we're gathering from this man's establishment here is that he's not under the bed because I stabbed it a whole bunch of times. We have a empty jewelry box, which I'm taking.
Well, did we find anything? I mean, we saw that letter, obviously. Was there anything else you guys found that actually would have his real name on there somewhere? 'Cause that'd be good to know.
Well, you could check those books on the shelf there over there, if you want.
He might be attempting to look like me.
Or
so...
Journal, anything?
Okay, yeah, so you don't have to roll for this. So as you guys are looking for something else, there seems to be nothing in this apartment with any kind of name, even the Richard Hollow name. No fake name, there's nothing. I mean, that would seem weird too. I mean...
Okay, yep. All right, so here's where... Rin, you have your manifesto, right? You've carried it around forever. You write things in it like it's your thing. Urgra, I mean, you've now that you learned how to read and write, right? I mean, even before you know shapes and things, like you know your name. Like I've written things down in terms of songs and poems and things of our adventures, and so here's what I'm getting at. Like we all, even the low. I mean, most people do document a little bit, right? No one. This might not even be this guy's house, right? I mean, do we see any like family pictures on the wall and like all kind of This is like default house, right? Like you mean even the feng shui in here screams monotone, right? So I mean we can't find anything with this guy's name in it, false or otherwise. There's stage props everywhere. There's not even real like this isn't even this guy's house. This is just literally a staging area, right? I mean,
it looked like he also left in a hurry, so maybe he took any of importance with him. But that kind of seems strange was left behind.
What if this note was left here for us to find to lure us into a trap?
There's that too.
Possibly. I don't like the idea of someone who might be looking like me. I think I'll try to make myself look a little different, just so you won't get confused. That would be a good way to do.
All right, so
dye your hair blonde.
I mean, I have a disguise kit if you want me to.
My hair is blonde.
It already is blonde.
Blonder! Make it blonder!
Go platinum!
Dye it brown, but give it frosted tips.
Well, I don't have any hair dye on me.
You are a wizard.
I do.
Not that I don't appreciate the idea. I think maybe perhaps something a little bit more temporary could be more effective.
I pull out the false nose from Monty Python of the Witch skit.
Nice.
With coarse rope.
I'll just take that, and if I need to, I'll put it on.
All right.
We can only hope that you never need to utilize such a tool.
All right, so let's recap here real quick.
They asked me why I kept it.
Someone tried to take out Tavaria. We didn't find any real information in terms of tracks or nothing, right, Urgra? You didn't find anything, right?
I could not find a damn track there, no.
Just found a ring. Ring took us to the Fresta. Fresta and you guys talked to them, and that led us here. Now there's a thing going there, and there's a Rin connection with Boots, and there's a thing left behind for us to find. I think we should be on a little bit more high alert here as we continue forward for the day.
Well, I mean, I do know that I have quite a solid alibi, and I have you three to vouch for me, along with the Bane as well. But
I can almost guarantee that the Temple Guard will not bother us.
Oh, all right. I was just making sure if we hadn't...
The story, the better.
Do we need anyone more credible? Would Caldevar be, if he was with us, be a little bit more of a credible source if we stumbled across imposter?
Caldevar doesn't need to be with us to vouch for us.
All right. Sure.
I understand your concern, though. However, I feel if they thought it was you, they would have already arrested you when we got to town.
I'm more expecting us to find one now.
Think he's going to try again looking like you?
Possibly.
We should probably kill him before that happens.
Well, maybe we should find him then. I guess to the address there on the paper?
At the gambling house. By the way, I vote that we burn this place down after this year.
The gambling house?
Yes. Because it has not brought us a single bit of good luck.
Well,
every time we come here, we get wounded, we're separated.
We can burn it down and then poof away for a whole year. Like, woo!
When I went there with Urgra, I chased down an individual and captured him and got the information in regards to the Tabaxi bobcats that were about to go off into suicide.
Let me reiterate. Every time I have been here, I have been wounded, stabbed, or exploded.
By the way, what are we going to do? Kurtz, can you fix this door?
It's splinters.
Why does it matter?
I'll just sort of pick up a plank and lean it, like, diagonally in the doorway, like, yep.
Fixed.
Yep. Nailed it!
That'll do.
Yeah, that's how you get a door off.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move.
So as we're walking to the next place, all right, let's do real quick recap of Casino. Right, what are some things that are revolving around this place that we've encountered so far?
Mimics.
Okay.
Cults of Chaos.
Yes, we saw what's his name? The mayor.
Kane.
Thank you. Yes, we saw Kane there.
Witch in a box.
That was involved, yeah. There was magical items that were apparently open to be taken if you had good luck.
Secret tunnels.
Yep, secret tunnels underneath. Sort of trying to corrupt people or make them basically succumb to their greed and then kind of spell their own demise in a way.
When was that? What was that thing? What?
Well, that was kind of with the whole mimic thing. You had the option of getting in deeper and deeper for the prize, and that would only happen if you gave into your greed, and then it eats you.
Okay. So I have Kane, Witch in a box, Mimic, Secret tunnels.
Yep.
Is that about right so far?
Yeah, we actually know where the tunnels come out.
So, what if we head there and go in that way?
We could.
And as a side note, something that's revolving around this is eventually it became known that bobcats were on a thing trying to kill themselves.
That was involved with the cults, but not necessarily this site, but yes.
Well, we know that this site is a Cult of Chaos hotspot, if anything else. They continue to use it throughout the years, so maybe... I think if we go in through those tunnels where those tunnels let out, we'll A, be able to sneak up on anyone, and B, lock down their escape route.
All right. To the harbor. That's
All
where
right.
we came out.
All right, so as you guys start to go past, making your way towards that entrance, you'll kind of be passing somewhat near Alfred's. And as you kind of walking past it, you'll hear a familiar voice, Kurtz. And you hear, Papa! And as you turn, you'll see Grug standing there, and he's holding this case, and he kind of like quickly drops it. It almost kind of breaks. It spills over. You can see those star lanterns that you guys had seen before. They're kind of rolling over.
Those blow
Oh
up.
gosh! Oh gosh! Oh shit!
And
shit,
this
shit,
little
shit.
tiny
And he dies.
red frog will come running towards you with his hands out. Papa, home!
I scoop up my vocal frame like, Grug.
And as you hold him up, he'll just full on body hug around your neck, and he's saying words. Before, you guys know that he was only saying one word.
See.
Monosyllable.
Yes, so it seems to be very broken, very basic. But he'll say, Papa, home! As he's hugging, he's pointing, and you can feel on his skin, because you had interacted with him, he had that kind of residue. He seems to be completely dry. There isn't any of that residue on him.
You've grown so much and have become so intelligent.
And so dry.
Kurt, why aren't you yelling?
Well, he's not producing any slime.
Is that bad for him? Is that like a bad indication? Like, is he unhealthy?
Do you need water, Grug?
Whoa.
And you see him shake his head. No.
See.
Holy shit! He's like full on talking to you guys. Like, this is tripping me out.
Yes, it's impressive. How did you learn to speak?
I talked to him in Celestial and see if he's been keeping up on his program that I set for him.
Alfred.
Did he say Alfred, or is that a celestial word for something?
He said Alfred.
I think that's common. Alfred taught him to speak. Magnificent. You'd think we paid the man so much.
Did we?
Yeah.
Well, by we...
I paid him quite a bit, yes.
Oh. All right. Well, looking at the crate of broken merchandise, should we go talk to Alfred, or should we come to that later? Or
I'm gonna tuck the broken crate into like one of the drains and sort of just kick it down. We should at least thank him for harboring Grug while we're here.
All right, Grug is gonna be completely distracted, just holding on to your hands like because you can, you should throw him up, and he just right at your hip, everywhere he's seen. You can hear him, do very broken words, and you get the impression he's asking like, "Where have you been? Why have you been gone so long?" Stuff like that. As you guys are you leading him back to Alfred's?
Yeah. We'll say hi to Alfred real quick. And I'll just try and, recant to him as best. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we've been on a long adventure, and there are these cat people, and then there was a cave, and there's a new friend for you at the house. Her name is Brittany. You guys will get along great.
Okay, and you'll see his eyes light up as you guys open the door in here. He wants to do it. I think Connor.
Alfred's.
One-stop alchemy shop.
There you go. All right, so the jingle goes off, and Alfred's back will be turned, and he's got these green, looks like string beans or something, more leaf-like. He's kind of smashing up and like with a mortar and pestle, and as the door goes off, Grug will instantly come running in. He'll kind of let go of your hand, Kurtz, and he'll, Alfred, Papa, home! And Alfred will turn around, and kind of the sun that is now coming through the windows is kind of, you'll see him kind of reflecting off the glasses, so you can't see his eyes. It's just the bright light reflecting back at you guys. What? You have returned. Welcome.
Yes. I apologize for the late return. We were somewhat held up on the road.
You did mention that you'd be gone for a while, and Grug, come here. And Grug will come running over there really quickly, and Alfred will have a kind of like a little case that has like a metal rim top that kind of closes in two ways with a little handle, kind of like a doctor kit from like those old movies. He'll kind of hand that to Grug, and he'll say, "Go take that to Kurtz." And he'll come like running up, kind of holding this thing, and he'll present it to you. Kurtz, I have some good news. I have been taking this last year to research and study Grug, and I have developed an antidote.
Well then.
Now, when you say antidote, do you mean to the mucus's effects?
Yes.
Okay, so he can still produce it. Because I noticed he was very not slippery.
I trained him to be able to not produce it, like he holds
Yeah,
it back.
He holds it in.
Yes, he is able to still secrete it, but it is quite a inconvenience, if I would say. So he can still do it, but he's kind of been taught not to around the shop and around me.
Brilliant.
And if you open it, you'll see there are 6 vials of grung poison antidote.
And this will work on all grung.
I haven't had the opportunity of testing it. I have been teaching Grung how to speak, and he still has a long ways to go. But from what I gather, he says that there's other colors of Grung. I haven't been able to test it on the other ones, but I do know for sure that it works on his type.
Well, I can almost guarantee we will find out. And we'll let you know.
Are you guys going to be in town for long?
Kind of.
We'll be in town at least for another couple hours.
And you'll see him kind of lean over to a piece of paper, and there's some like ingredients, and he'll kind of be checking off some boxes, and he'll put the pen away and kind of give you his undivided attention now.
I live here now.
What?
The guild hall.
What did you say?
Said I live here now.
Oh,
So
gotcha. Okay.
I imagine he'd see Kurtz.
Meta Kurtz.
Yeah.
Throughout the years, Kurtz is wandering Candoria proper.
Does every year do I just keep trying to get my way back to Sherfield when I get there? So like, thank God I've made it. I just get ported back. Fuck. Every goddamn year.
Well, Kurtz, are we gonna... Grung seems very happy to see you. Are we gonna make this visit ongoing?
Well, I don't see why we shouldn't take him with us. He seems more capable now.
He talks about you all the time, and you'll see Grug just kind of, Papa!
Yes, I think we'll be taking him with us.
Yeah.
How young was he exactly?
Alfred, did you ever have any conversation to that effect?
He doesn't seem to understand the concept of age.
I'm wondering if you just picked up a baby and then...
Maybe he's immortal.
That would be my guess.
I have...
All grown immortal, yep.
I have been trying to learn as much about his kind as I can. I have been able to pick up a few bits here and there. Most of it's not very pleasant.
Now, I know you said you made an antitoxin there for him. Were you able to perhaps use some of his other properties, his slime properties, for other uses? I mean, this is an alchemy shop, right? It says it on the door when you walk in. Were you able to find anything else out, or more just the antitoxin thing?
The antitoxin itself took me almost 8 months to develop, so that took the majority of my research. But if you think it's a good idea, I can try to focus my spare time studies towards that.
You're the smart one here. I just didn't know if perhaps maybe you thought of something. I don't know exactly what making someone yell louder grenade would do, or powder throw or something, but it could be useful. You never know. As a side question here for you, Alfred, is there anything new in the shop? I mean, I know you had a lot of cool stuff in here before, like shine waters and lantern stars and things. Anything new? Anything cool at all? Or?
Okay. Nope. It's gonna be the same stuff throughout the years that will update, but it has not yet. So, but you guys are able to pull up that list if you like, and can do any shopping whilst here.
I already have my list.
Okay. Just let me
and
know
my
what.
price.
All right. Just let me know what you end up getting. So, what I've gathered, it's I set up, and he'll kind of indicate to a box that he has. It looks like hand-carved wooden block pieces, kind of like big Legos, kind of. And he'll say, it seemed to be more effective to do hands-on communication with him. And he'll kind of dump the box out and kind of scatter them around. He'll make kind of this very impromptu kind of orientation of it. And it seems like, and he'll describe around the area is a lot of swamp. But from what I can gather from his home, and he'll kind of align them up, it seems like almost like raised parts in the marsh that are above the swamp, and there's parts that kind of like connect around. It's not really a maze, but it kind of spins around, and he'll set up. Oh, what are you trying to do?
I want to try and fabricate a map from what he's laying out. With
Sure.
these blocks.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. With a crit. All right. So
It's beautiful.
there's going to be some kind of on like the northwest corner and the southeast corner will be two bigger blocks that he'll say is kind of the main areas. He's not going to have a lot of like definition. It's just kind of playing with him over the weeks and weeks of trying to figure out what his home is like. And he'll put some other blocks up in just random spots, not really knowing where they are, kind of moving around, like not sure where they are. But there's 6 things that he'll call pools, and that seems to be that the colored grung are held there, and he'll say that they're all being held by the bullywug, and they're guarding each of those pools.
Oh, so you understand the gravity of the situation then?
Well, my question is, what do you guys plan on doing?
Well, their king got away the first time. I figured this time I'll start at the bottom and work my way up.
Grug, can you go grab? And he'll kind of point to something to kind of distract him for a second. He'll just kind of run off, and he'll be grabbing whatever is in. Alfred will kind of step forward to you. It seems to be very heavy on his mind about his people, and it's not something I wanted to say in front of him because he gets pretty emotional, but it seems to be a thing that he is very worried about. I think that they treat his people very, very badly. And he'll kind of be cut off as Grung comes running back up with the thing, and he kind of pretends like he needed it, and he'll just set it aside.
He's quick. He's a good worker.
Do we get an idea of how many bullywugs there are exactly?
No, but by looking at the scale of it and the map that Kurtz is kind of drawing off of it, it would seem like dozens.
Oh, good. It'll be a fair fight.
Alright. Well, at the very least they're in the pool, so I guess if we can lure most of the bullywugs away from them, we could try to deal with them, I guess.
What if, and hear me out, we got the lizard people and told them that they could have the dead bullywugs. And I'll earmuff Grung. They can have the dead bullywugs.
And he'll kind of put his hands over your hands like it's a game. And he's like, yeah!
I'll like pick them up and like just wave them.
Yeah. His legs are kind of just flailing around.
Just like Kermit the Frog.
Kermit, yeah.
What if we just let the lizard men have the dead bodies as extra food for their larders?
Are you sure they're going to be wanting to deal with you?
I wasn't planning on really giving them a choice.
So what we just tell them that they...
Well, maybe they get a little more political standing if they help us, since now they're kind of at the bottom of the totem pole, if I'm not correct. The Shroud and the Aarakocra sort of breathing down their necks. I imagine they can't be doing very well economically after the loss of their business and their chieftain and a lot of their warriors and their home.
Well, I mean, the thing here, I know we talked about this before, is that the big thing with these poor creatures is that, we, if we were to perhaps help them be liberated, we could, kind of put a seed into their their civilization that they could start to grow on their own. We're going to need help down the line.
You try and take out the king, see if the rest crumbles.
Yeah, I feel very strongly that perhaps if we were to free Grung and his people, that, I mean, what better leader to put in charge than someone who can speak to other races? The one that you're flinging around there as their
new chieftain. Grug, we will have to school you in the ways of the blade.
He has lived with, civilization. He's learned a lot, I'm sure, in this year. He's learned to speak, for crying out loud. I mean, I think it's a sweet game plan. Let's go save some frog people and then put Grung at the head and put a cool hat on him and call it a day. We'll be back in, a year. See what happens.
Here's the thing. If I'm going to be here over the year gap, what if I try to find some way to sort of focus that Kurtz's intentions in school blood? Or, not blood. Oh, I actually like that chieftain blood, Grug. You like that, buddy? You like that?
He is red.
Yes. Chieftain blood.
He won't even know what you're talking about, but he's just gonna be reciprocating, oh, okay, he's still here. Okay.
What if we? Because I, as much as I do wish to help Grug, I don't think we have the time, and we do kind of need to try and find the guy who tried to kill the High Priestess.
Yes, I think that's a current now
priority.
Yeah.
But we should definitely make sure we help out Grug next year.
Well, I mean, how long did it take us to get there before from here?
Not long, and we have the elephant, but we only have a day left, don't we?
It's
day 6.
We have a couple days left, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we have 2 more days after this one.
You think we could solve the assassination and free the Grung in the
Well, if we can
days?
solve the assassination in today, if we can solve it by today, we can probably get to the Grung then. But man, that's going to be that's going to push it.
It'd be faster if we didn't keep getting sidetracked.
Well, that's fair too. Yeah. So why don't we? Okay, let's leave Grung. He seems busy. He's on the clock. We should just. You can't take him with us.
Grung, do you want? Grung will be staying at my estate outside of Candoria. If you would like to continue your research and keep Grung under your employment and apprenticeship, we'd be happy to have you receive him. We can send him by carriage.
It was a little rough at first, but Grug has definitely grown on me, and I think he's happy working here with me. Sometimes his help is not so helpful, but other times it is quite helpful, and there are some people who look forward to seeing him when they come to the shop. He's become somewhat of a mascot, actually.
Adorable.
Well, if Grung has no issue with it, I'm sure we could work something out so that this arrangement could continue.
And you compensated coinage far more than what was needed, Kurtz. And he is helping around the shop, so I don't think it would be necessary for you to do that again.
Fantastic. Grung, and I'll get down on eye level, or I'll just... Grung. We all have to attend to some business real quick. We will be back this evening, and we will take you to our new house, and you can meet Brittany the elephant.
And you'll see him kind of put his hand out in a fist.
I'll palm his head.
And he'll give you a huge hug that'll kind of linger on, and you can feel his little tiny 3-digit hand just kind of, as you're kneeling down to him, he's just kind of rubbing your back, and you hear a sigh. His eyes are closed, just leaning up against you. You can just see he's really happy to see you again.
Guys, we need to get Grung full plate.
I do minor illusion over the top of them with the little hearts that pop in the bubbles.
I need to find an armor and get a set of full plate commissioned for a frog.
I'm down for that.
Money well spent, sir.
Get him
Guys,
trained.
bad news. I sold the house.
Get him trained up over the years.
And you bought him a suit of armor he cannot move in.
But he's safe. we just plop him down behind a rock. We're like, all right, Grog, hold out here for like 3 minutes.
Maybe just get some kind of magical barrier bubble he can just roll around, like Bubble Boy.
A magical hamster ball.
Exactly.
Level 4.
It is a spell. All right. So we're going. We'll be back, right? But off we go. I'll open the door. Alfred never gets old.
Ooh, before we leave, how much are health potions at this level?
It'd be a standard PHB cost.
It's raiders are usually 150.
And I told you guys each year while you're in the capital, you could roll a d6, and that's how many would be available to purchase.
You haven't done that yet.
So 5.
Ooh.
He's got a good stock of them, and he'll give you a 25% discount on it too.
So what's 300?
So
two would be 300. 25% would be 60. So it'd be like
75.
It's 75. So it's 225 instead of 300.
25.
Oh,
I
how about?
can get 2 of them.
Yeah, I can get the last one. So
I can get 2 graders.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rin.
I was gonna say, I mean, I still have mine, thankfully.
Okay.
I still have 1 grader. I've never used it, but yeah.
How much is that? We said 225.
225 for 2.
They're 150 each, and it's a 20% discount.
25%
discount.
225. So 41. No one left.
I have 87.
All right, and Finley, you said you're buying paste, gel, glue, and oak shine.
Yeah, I already took all that off.
Cool. Okay.
I'm sorry, 162 is the discount.
Ooh, is that 25% off too? Or just the healing potion?
Actually, I think it would be.
Yeah, I'll give it to you this time. Yeah.
All right. Gosh, Jesus, math.
Yeah, you gotta do the math. I'm not gonna do it.
To the harbor.
It'd be roughly 25. You just make even 100. How about that? I'll split the difference with you.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Great potion. Oh yeah, I had 1 extra too.
Oh, that must be
All
nice.
Oh. All right.
Get into that fighter plateau where I start becoming more meat shield than asset.
All right. So what's the plan moving forward with Grug? Just so we're all on the same page.
So Grug's going to stay here and finish his shift. He's going to go back. I will send someone to pick him up at night, and he will be carriaged back to the estate.
Okay. One of the guild hall members, I assume.
Yes, or our butler.
Speaking of guild hall, guild games is something we are pausing at the moment, but we're going to be picking back up. It's going to be side games that you guys can play. If you join our Discord, Kyle ! Discord in the chat, please. You guys can tell us when you're interested, and we can put together a game. And what that will be is your NPCs that you create will be playing around in Candoria, and you will get quests from these guys' PCs for these one shots, and it will affect the guild overall.
Could you imagine a quest for Grug? That'd be so great.
Grug's gotten lost. Find him before Kurtz finds out.
That might be a fun one.
Got a timestamp on it, like, oh shit.
And if you guys have any ideas of things you think would be really fun to do, you can always let us know over there too. We're pretty flexible with it. Just something that'd be fun for everyone. So
to the tunnels.
As
we're walking to the tunnels. All right, so the plan. I mean, it's all of what? I mean, it was 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. We're doing all this stuff. I mean, what time are we looking at here between Alpha? I mean, we're traveling. It's longer to travel than it is anything we've been doing.
Maybe like
we're just walking around 9. The city here
yeah, I was thinking between 8 and 9. Yeah.
All right, so 9. Head to tunnels. All I was gonna say on the way is, all right, gang. So, what's the plan here? We're going in full
The back
force
door.
of us taking names through the tunnels?
I think we're going through the back door, so we should try to be stealthy. But if things go south, we deal with it.
All right. I mean, I'm just letting everyone know that the reason I'm asking is in terms of, stringing my balalalika around here. I'm kind of tapped out a little bit when it comes to really anything I can do till we take a really long sleepy do. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty fresh. I'm fresh, more or less.
I'm
I got a few
actually-
spell slots in my suit.
It's
I'm also doing very well on resources, so I can
Okay.
scout ahead and. Well,
fair enough. I was just saying this is just in case we do get into a little bit of a skirmish. I mean, we're heading straight towards a cock here, so we might get into the thick of it.
You always got to be fresh when you're heading face onto a cock.
Yeah, cock HQ here, cock ground zero stuff. So
The route.
we're going in the back door of the anyway. So make sure that we are really tip top shape in terms of a
We're
plan.
bypassing the taint. We're going straight for the back door.
So,
All right.
yeah, I mean, Urger, that's not a bad idea. If maybe you want to scout ahead a little bit, take the bird with, and
oh, that's why haven't we done that before? Sure.
It's only taken us 8 years.
that way you can walkie-talkie back to the group, and then it'll be good.
All right. So you guys.
I have done this before, but I guess you just
With
don't
me?
remember.
I like kind of, sort of.
Yeah, with you. I've had Orion peck you before.
Oh, that's not the same.
All right. So the alchemy shop is here on the map, and the
It was
That
like around
back
here-ish.
exit, yeah, came out by. Actually, I think it was. I think here
Sure.
It was
because it wouldn't pass through the water. I think we had it. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it was.
yeah, it was down here-ish. It was down here-ish.
All right.
Is
And
it
then.
Ren and them dead the little fucking boat escape from?
Oh yeah, the.
Yeah, it was all out to sea.
The oars.
So good. That was amazing.
Yep.
I love that moment. All right. So you get to where it was, Rin. Who all went through that? That was.
Me and Ren.
Those
Yeah.
were in Urgra
Okay.
side quest. Yeah.
I don't know what me and Finley were doing.
Something.
So long
You
ago
weren't
now.
with us.
I love those split party times.
Doing something productive, I'm sure.
The doers.
Definitely.
All right, so you guys can make your way over towards there. There is going to be 2 large shrubs that are growing. They're not quite. What year was it when you guys did that last?
Ooh.
I want to say maybe 2 or 3. We didn't do. No, we
It was
didn't do 3 or
very-
4.
Okay.
So it must
I-
have been like 2.
When did
because
Bobcats jump off
The,
a cliff?
the first
It
year,
was-
the first year we had the mimic. The second year is
Casino.
when this thing
It was
grew.
during the time with the music box, I think.
I think it was year 2.
Well, yeah, if we went 1-2, then it would have been year 2. Yeah.
I'm curious. It doesn't really
We did-
matter.
we
but
did 1,
now
2,
I
5.
Want to know.
That's a jumper.
Maybe I'll-
Fucking throwback, dude.
I love it, dude. I love going back and forth for like.
Next thing you know, we're going to be
I
in
think it was year
Brandylac.
3.
We didn't do year 3 or year 4.
Oh wait, then it was
It had to be year 2.
2.
2, or
Yeah.
I mean it doesn't matter. But now I just want to know. Music box was year 1.
Yeah, your miss was year 1. But yeah.
There was a lot of cock in year 1.
A lot of cock.
A lot of
Awesome.
cock in the beginning of this
So we're
journey.
going back to it, you know.
Back
just-
to the cock. You can't let it go sometimes.
All right, so the overgrowth will be a little bit taller this time, but you guys can easily find it because you guys have personally been there before. If you didn't know where to look, though, this would be almost indistinguishable, as you can kind of pull back the shrubs and you can see the old rickety wooden slat cover. That yes, Kyle.
As we're doing this, I would like to make sure that no one is following and/or watching us go to these invisibushes. Like some sort of
Okay.
general perception, just as we're walking up to a random place and just vanishing into bushes, making sure no one's watching us.
I'll keep an eye on the weaponal warning too, and check out the traps.
Okay. All right, so there doesn't seem to be any traps on this door, just the fact that it was hidden. You guys know, well, as far as you know. After everything that had happened, that building had been abandoned. And hasn't been used, and you can definitely tell that with this door, like it hasn't been used probably since you guys used it. So as you pull up on each side, and it kind of presses against the bushes, it is the dirt underground tunnel that is going to go through. It is pretty small, but you guys can kind of fit if you kind of army crawl through it. It is very dirty in there, but it will lead all the way to the gambling house. Is everybody going in?
Can we even try to stealth in that environment?
Can we get in and send Urgra ahead while the rest of us wait back under the shroud of inconspicuousness?
Sure.
Standing at the end of the wall,
daylight.
one leg up, crossed arms.
I've just got the javelin of lightning ready, just like.
Everyone hold the pose. Rin, hold your pose. Oh, that is your pose. Okay. Just this.
Fantastic.
Avengers Assemble.
All right. Am I able to stealth while army crawling, or do I just?
Yeah, it's just gonna be kind of a go.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. I think it opens up a little further in, if nothing else. But
okay.
Didn't you just run through here?
Yeah, we ran last time we were here.
Did we?
Did.
Maybe they did, but maybe it like
because it was a chase.
Yeah.
That's
we
right.
were chasing a tabaxi.
Okay,
if
so
no
it would
one's
be bigger.
been
I
done.
remembered it incorrectly. I'm sorry. It was a long time ago.
It was.
Over
2
a year.
plus years.
Yeah.
2.
All right. Yeah. So it would be bigger. Okay. Thank you for reminding me. All right. So as you are kind of going through, is anybody wanting to do anything on the way, or just making your way through?
I mean, Urgra is the lead, and
do you want to wait on the inside of the shrubs, just inside the tunnel, and have Urgra go ahead?
Yeah.
So we are still inside.
Well, before I go in, I'll just look to see if there's any sort of traps, like a tripwire or anything like that.
Yeah, you're not gonna see any kind of traps or tripwires or any kind of.
All right, let's all just wait
Yeah.
on the inside. We'll wait on the inside, Urgra, go do your thing, but we'll just kind of hang out in the darkness of the tunnel. How's that?
Because the building was, I think, somewhere over here, so it is quite a distance. So if you guys waited out by the shrubbery, yeah, if anybody wants to make stealth checks, go ahead. As you are coming through the tunnel, it's going to have broken clumps of dirt that are kind of falling off as you guys are walking through, disturbing. It doesn't look like it's going to cave in.
Or do we want to stay here and just follow Urgra at like a 30, 40 foot distance?
Stay at a distance, maybe.
yeah, we'll stay at a distance. Oh, goddamn.
I will use my don't fucking roll ones.
Hurts. You get to re-roll it. Hurts.
There it is.
Bountiful luck.
Better.
I was going to have it cave in. It's a good thing you did that.
As Kurtz is about to just run into the side wall for no apparent reason.
I don't
Kurtz!
duck down
Starts
into the
glitching.
tunnel. I'm just burrowing. To my head. So
Fantastic. I was going to say your Kenobi got caught on the edge and kind of caused a cave in. But... Alrighty.
I just walk through.
Okay, so as you guys are making your way through the tunnel, this is somewhat reminiscent of a cave, perhaps. So maybe Kurtz is kind of about it, being a little bit louder than normal. But you guys come up to the other end of it, and you can see a little slit of light through this trap door. But it seems like there might be stuff on top of the other side of this door. It seems like if you kind of peer through, it's very hard to see. If anybody wants to try to see what's through there, it'd be a perception check with the disadvantage. It's gonna be very hard to see through the slit, but maybe you guys can learn something.
Whoever looks, I will say.
Well, let's have
Chris has pretty good eyes.
One person do it. You guys pick who.
Whoever looks, I'll smack him on the ass and say, "Tell us what your one eye see." I'll inspire.
I have pretty good wisdom.
Go ahead, Kurtz, and I'll just actually try and listen to hear if I hear any footsteps or anything above. That's what.
Okay. Yeah.
Perception that way.
No footsteps.
Okay.
All right. So as you kind of peer through it, it looks like there is different things like crates, boxes, ale containers. You can see. Now with the 19 is pretty good. Maybe some like
Well, he didn't
hides.
even add the inspiration either.
You want to add your inspiration?
Yeah, I will.
Go for it.
I did give you a familiar, slap on the ass there. So
22.
Two.
Okay, so you see this massive pile to the side. You get kind of maybe like quietly kind of just break a little piece of the wood off. So as you're kind of pushing on it too, you can tell there's something on top of it. You're a strong guy. You think you could, strength will overcome it. But there seems to be something on it, and as you kind of lift a little bit, the crate is kind of sliding, the direction of it. But seems like there's this massive pile of stuff right by the door with some of the stuff covering it.
I will do this to everyone. And I will cast clairvoyance up above us in the room to see what I see.
Okay.
I mean, I'm familiar with the casino, right? So I'll just put it around about where I remember a ceiling being.
You can do it too, like through a door, can't you?
Yeah,
you can
have a door. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you can.
All right, Kyle. Did it change the map for you?
It did. Right, let me see what I see here. Oh, okay. That
sounds like fun.
So the area where the rest of where you are too, the party is under right here where I'm pinging. So you can see some stuff on it. There's going to be these two massive areas with just tons of stuff just stacked up. Maybe contraband. You can't quite tell. There's no like loose items. It seems to all be all boxed and crated up. And there's some chests and stuff. And there's another one over here. You can see 3 very large containers that look like they hold some kind of liquid here. And then there is stacks of them over in the corner down here. As you're looking around with your clairvoyant eye, you can see a character sitting at the table. And
I recognize this character.
It looks like Rin.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Rin's clothing physically looks like Rin. Maybe you spent a lot of time with Rin. You can see that some aspects don't look exactly like him. So looking at him, a random person who saw Rin would maybe, it's very, very close to Rin, but you can tell there's some slight differences.
All right, still doing this. I will whisper somatic and material. Doesn't even have a verbal. I will minor illusion. At least the table and Rin sitting at it for my group, and then be like,
I glare at Rin. What the fuck? Do you have a brother that we don't know about?
We've worked on our hand signals. We've worked on our hand signals.
Yes.
I'm trying to say upstairs 40 feet.
I got a 6 on my stealth.
Can Finley see us reply to him, or like?
I'm minor illusioning Rin sitting at a table.
Yeah, I think he'd have to drop it to come back to his eyes, right?
I don't think you have to drop it. You just can't do both at the same time.
Yeah, you flip.
Okay.
All right, but so you minor illusion does
concentration of minor illusion is just a regular thing.
Minor illusion.
No, it just happens. It's 1 minute. Yeah, minor illusion just goes.
I'm gonna pantomime.
I mean, from the minor illusion, could I guess that it is like a person who's trying to copy Rin, or does it actually look like a sibling of Rin's?
I minor illusion as best as.
That's just what he sees.
Sean tells me. Yep.
Yeah, I would think. Yeah, I mean it's not going to be like holographic projection for minor illusion. It's going to be kind of rough. So it would look like you.
All right, yeah. Because they have some different hairstyles. We're not all like.
Yeah, the hairstyle will be the same. It's just just a couple slight differences.
We have different hairstyles.
Yep, that's it. That's how you tell them all apart. All right,
he parts on the left, Rin parts on the middle.
We got Bobby, we got 2 ponytails, we got the side pony.
Does evil Rin have a goatee?
Braided?
Yeah. Damn it, he should have.
Like our doppelgangers did, they all must. That's how you tell kids.
All right, well, Finley, is there something like on top of the door that's stopping us from getting out? Do you see anything that would help us get?
You said
this
I could
thing
see
open?
our door, right? You said I could see our door?
Majority of it, yeah. There seems to be some crates on top of it.
Should we just try and push?
Using our hand signals. Use our hand signals, guys. Come on, we've practiced this. We
really haven't.
30 feet or so up there. Kill this one.
Okay, Kurtz, let's open this damn
Killed
door.
motherfucker.
Yeah, right.
And Urga's gonna try and help
I minor
Kurtz.
illusion the Rin head coming off.
All right, so if she's helping, that's advantage. That's 23.
Okay. All right, 23 will be enough. 20 was the score to beat. All right, so Kurtz, are you just?
Yeah, I'm just pushing it up and clapping like, hello!
All right.
The Warrior's Oath, here to ruin your day.
Awesome. Okay, let me.
Reminiscent of a couple, like an hour or so ago, busting into the guy's house with my plectrum.
Okay.
I pull my plectrum out as Kurtz and Urga go to push, and as soon as they do, without warning, I will run past them first. Plectrum drawn. I'll run past them into the room a little bit.
All right, so this is
Started blasting.
what it will look like. So as you guys burst up, you're gonna be. Did it move you guys
Yeah.
on this map? All right.
Since I know the layout of the room, I'm gonna start to run so they know where to go. I'm just gonna come around the corner a little bit just so that they get the idea this is where we're going.
All right. And so this is actually where we're going to end it. So I'll let Finley, you go ahead and move a little bit forward so we don't forget that.
Right there. I just start running.
Perfect.
This way!
All right, so as Kurtz, he just, not worrying about being quiet because, just the moment is here, just bursts it open. The crates will kind of slide off the top as these two double doors just kind of pop open, and Finley is just going to go charging in. And that's where we'll end it right there as he is making his way towards the other Rin.
Before we end, Sean, is it just him in the room?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
And just as a little flash of flare, I do the Warrior's Oath symbol in the air like Zorro, but no one knows what that means except for me. But
okay,
it makes a rainbow trail, doesn't it?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, side note, I mean, it wouldn't make a
sparklers.
Huge difference. You guys still would have done the same thing. Something that definitely does separate him from Ren, he's wearing a golden necklace. So it's the same shape as the impression in the case. So he would have that around his neck.
Destroy the necklace. Got it, Sean.
Destroy the necklace, save the world.
Enemy weak point confirmed.
Awesome. All right. Well, I hope everybody had fun. We're cutting it a little bit short tonight. We got some people who got to spend some time with their family, so we definitely want to respect that. So, if you guys enjoyed it, let us know in the Discord. AJ, you want to plug the other shows on the channel so they can know what other great content we have from throughout the week?
Yeah, so on Sundays we have Ages Past. I am the DM, and of course I have Connor and Kyle here along with Kayla Cody this time and Scott at 6:30 p.m. Mondays we have Whispers of the Eye by Dylan here as the DM. I don't know the players, but that's also at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tuesdays, of course.
It is Brian, Joe, Spaz, and then Noctis Corvus, who's new to the channel.
Perfect. And then Tuesdays, yours truly here, 6:30 p.m. Wednesdays, Rise of Unity, also at 6:30 p.m. And now a slightly flexible Fridays for the world building. But that's at what time? 5:30?
No, it's going to be the same time, 6:30 p.m.
6:30.
Yep, they're all the same time now. Yep.
6:30.
Just make it easy for everybody.
If you're ever curious, it's 6:30.
Awesome. Well, we'll see you guys next time.